welcome to another episode of this podcast. And I'm excited to have you here, Pete. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
I mean, just up to the house and to see you. I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah.
But I'm pumped that you're here,
Yeah, this is good. I've been dying to get up here to do this.
See the setup?
Yeah, it's good.
I know.
He's figuring this out. You're doing good. You're doing good, buddy.
There's so much to it.
Ed, when you see this, because I know you watch everything, you're the fucking man, by the way. That's all. But, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
had
it
to
sounds
do
like
it.
you are the man.
But he's on his way. Trust me.
Trying. I mean,
He'll
there's
figure
like
it.
again, there's a lot of things you got to plug in and connect and press buttons.
Like I get in my
Lights.
messages all the time. What do you do? Just be hot? Yeah, I'm just handsome now, and I'm really playing it up. No, dude, it's this is tough. Like people don't understand that. Like it's
Yeah.
a tough whole business, so to speak, that you don't get paid for.
No,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
fun.
Yeah,
Well,
it is
that's
fun.
what I
It
mean.
is.
Like
That's why I like it.
I like it because I get to what am I doing? Everybody wants to sing, but everybody sucks. Most people suck at
Yeah,
singing.
right.
You don't. Everybody knows how
And
to
they
talk.
suck at guitar, drum.
I know.
Fucking, they're horrible at everything. Like
It's still
it would be,
fun.
you suck, people. No, sorry. I love you. all.
No. But I mean, it's so I figured everybody thinks they can talk. And,
Yeah.
And I thought, well, you have to have a funny conversation with my buddies at my
Yeah.
house, hanging out.
Yeah, it's good.
I love it.
Yeah, it's good.
And I don't need to make money from it. I have a job.
Yeah, same.
So I don't give a shit.
Exactly.
I mean, I would like for you to like it.
Yeah, it'd be a nice thing to do. But like again, I much rather have the strange women on the internet that like it rather than you that's been my friend for 30 years.
It's
Fucking wishy-washy prick. But anyway. Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, you're doing these morning cup of Joe. Food for thoughts.
Yeah,
You're all over the place, bro.
Everywhere.
I mean,
I'm everywhere.
you're
I
in
know.
restaurants.
I'm everywhere.
You're on and the main ads.
I'm like America's guest.
I love
like,
it.
They fucking, like it's like, dude, like they
It's
want me
good.
like next week. Me and that kid Jake Scally, who I've been doing some videos with, they
Yep.
want us to go to the Cage Titan fight, and like I'm being.
Is he gonna
Miami next
pretend
week.
and he's not?
Yeah, he's gonna hit the knot. Like that's what they want. Like, and then they want me to be fucking 90s Uncle Pete from Revere. Imagine I could play that part.
Yes,
Like,
you've been playing
right.
that part a long time.
Right. Yeah, it's wild. It's wild with fucking flies in this world, dude. And they all fight each other.
No.
Yeah, dude. It's like worse than high school. It's
I
like,
mean, they also. I remember him being the Uncle Dino.
yeah.
That's you know what I mean. That's when I started
Yeah.
watching those guys.
He's a good kid. I'll tell that. Like Mark Lewis, not to drop them in here, but there's a couple of them that I really like to talk to. Ironically, Jake and Mark. I enjoy both of them.
I'd like to go golfing with them. I would.
Yeah,
I'd have a good
we
time.
might be. I bet you, Mark for sure would go. with
I'd
you.
like to. I'd
Mark
like
would
to go
sure-
golfing.
And you'd
That'd
like
be funny.
Mark. He's
have a couple laughs.
Some of them are really good kids. Some of
I'm
them,
sure.
Some of them think that they are in fact like Brad Pitt, 1998. Like
Listen, you gotta own that shit.
Yeah,
So good for you.
yeah.
If you that's you know what I mean. What the
Yeah.
fuck? Look at
It's-
Steve Buscemi.
Yeah. Oh man,
He's-
I try not to
No,
look at
I'm
him.
kidding. I'm just saying.
I mean, oh god, imagine he fucking
Is
made
a
a whole
successful
living on
actor?
being like an ugly dude.
Well, think about the first movie, Con Air, that he really
Oh, that was
He
the
was the-
creepiest
he was
shit
the
ever.
fucking-
With the little good. Oh god.
singing the church song.
The whole world
In his hands.
Oh god,
Yeah.
I'm fucking. We're in the woods, by the way, so I'm fucking afraid to leave.
It's
Like,
nice.
Yeah,
It's,
it is nice. It's great up here, but like,
it's
if it was
it's
dark,
different.
bro, I would not want to leave.
I'm
here.
telling
I
you,
think
if it
he
was-
was out there.
If it was dark, it's fucking pitch black, and you need a flashlight,
Yeah,
or we light a big bonfire.
yeah.
And you got a big.
Yeah, it's good.
It's you know the bugs, and then there's animals.
Yeah.
So it's different. It's
wait till
different.
you see a
don't see
bear.
people. There was one, I
Yeah,
guess, in the
there's one
neighborhood.
gonna come. This is the place. This is the place bears go.
Yeah. Well, it's
Dude, I think I could wrestle a bear. Like a baby one.
I mean, there's those Russians that do it.
If
I mean,
it
those
didn't
are
have
trained
claws,
bears.
if we're
Yeah,
gonna
if you
be
could
honest.
declaw the bear.
I could probably keep it from biting.
I think if you just trained one that knew that it, like if one was trained with humans and it wasn't going to attack you and it wasn't starving, then I could see it rolling around with you.
I was gonna train a bear one
Without
time,
her
but none of
killing
my
you.
buddies thought she was good enough looking, so we didn't do it.
No.
No. Da-dang! I like dirty dad jokes. What's speaking of dads? I've known you 32 years. He's a fucking dad.
I'm a dad.
That's wild to me.
dad.
Awesome. He'll be a great dad.
It's amazing. I love it. She's such a good baby.
Yeah.
And I changed the diapers, but I'm not gonna even front that I do even close to as much as my wife.
They're tougher than us, buddy. The women.
I'm telling you, she's amazing.
They're
and
solider than men. They're just.
and you know, she works too. So it's not even like
Oh, she's an animal.
she,
She's
so
a savage.
she lets me rest so that I can, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that I could work.
So that you
or
can
be
podcast in the
productive.
basement with me.
I know.
No,
Yeah.
but like, serious. Like, think about it. Like,
Yeah.
we would be fucking. Like, I know for a fact. Like, I'd be like, which way's up? Like, and so I.
Sometimes, yeah. And then she does all the heavy.
Oh shit! That is that.
It's my dad.
Oh, big Lawrence, a great man. Are we taking him on the air?
Dad, I'm gonna FaceTime you.
This is hilarious. I've known, like I said, Lawrence. I've known him since we were like 13, 12, whatever it is. It's been a long time. He grew up in Beachmont. I shifted between my dad. Oh, here he is.
Hi, Dad. You're on the air. No, you're on the air. No, it's me and Pete.
How are ya? Good, good. You look good.
Oh no, you're on the air, Dad. That's what I mean.
Yeah, live.
What? Yeah.
If you see my picture in any of the post offices, ignore them.
Okay.
I have for 30 years. I haven't.
Those are old posters.
The best.
Send out a call to Jimmy O.
Oh, hilarious.
He's awesome. Oh boy.
Daddy, for some reason, it's making all the screen like fuzzy.
Good, then they can't recognize me.
No, but you are coming in clear.
Yeah,
but-
we're fuzzy.
But we're fuzzy. This is my first time ever doing it like this. Trying to. So, all right.
Wanted to give you a call and let you know. You can send the call out to Jimmy O.
Okay, we got the clubs out.
Yeah, it took me 3 days, but I got them.
All right.
they
You're
love
the
golf.
best. He's gonna be all excited. Jimmy, oh, you got golf clubs coming. All right, Daddy. I'll call you after. I love you. All right, I'll try not to swear as much. All right. Okay. All right. Love you. Bye. All right. Bye bye.
That was awesome. He looks good. He looks good.
Now I know we're back. So part of this whole thing of not knowing what the fuck I'm doing
Right.
is learning on the fly, kind of like,
Yeah,
you know what I
it's-
mean. So, you know, we get the laptop hook up. We don't have audio from it, and we do have audio from it. Now I got the phone that we just plugged in
Yeah.
with no audio. So then it made the other one
Got
blurry.
peanut butter, no jelly, Kool-Aid, no sugar. What the fuck house is this? Nah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But it's fucking tough. People don't realize it. It's tough to do. Any content is tough to just put out.
Be original,
Right, like you
Be
said.
yourself, and that's the
yeah,
thing too. Be your
it's-
fucking self. Don't either you're funny or you're not, or what. Or some
Bingo.
people, it is what it
That-
is.
and that's the thing. Like, as long as you're yourself, and that's what people say all the time. They're like, "Oh, this is who he is." Like, you see him
Yeah.
in person. This is like,
Right.
my accent's real. Like,
Yeah,
I
no,
don't like.
yeah. I
like-
wish. Sometimes I wish it wasn't as bad
we
as
have
it is. I
like
don't give
we
a
have a
fuck.
mutual friend on Instagram who like he I won't name names, but man, we both know him. You definitely played a sport with him, and the way he embellishes his accent,
Yeah.
I'm just like, bro, what are you doing? Like, dude, you hate yourself? Like, cause
Yeah.
that's kind of what it always means to me when you have to be when you have to act. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even Jake, cousin Danny, Jake was and he'd say it. Jake was on drugs. Like Jake was the guy with the cigarette hanging. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's easy to be Eminem, 8 Mile. He had no business being any good of an actor, but he was decent because he was himself.
He was playing it right. Yeah.
Yeah, you know. And if you play yourself, you might win something.
Well, I mean, if
Or
you
get the clap or whatever.
I can't I can't believe that the nod thing is really as successful as it is.
Bro,
but
the
I'm
video
glad
blow up. Yeah.
because I'm glad people can laugh at that instead of being because it is what it is.
Well, because people don't realize our generation, our
Yeah.
group, the over, just mid 40s,
Yeah.
like over 40s, we were the ones that got buried with those Oxycontins. With
Yeah.
the government made a thing knowing you've seen all the propaganda now that it was fucking shouldn't never happen.
Yeah.
And like, you know, I won't speak for anyone else, but bro, Oxycontin was delicious. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not going to, and I haven't done anything like, I don't even take aspirin. It's 7 years later. Like, I won't get, my knees need to be
I
done.
take
I won't take anything.
Yeah. I take ibuprofen.
I take no
ibuprofen.
knock. No knock.
No,
you
no,
know,
no.
but like,
I don't care.
But like, people
Believe me.
don't realize
Yeah.
how fucked up the early 2000s were where we
Yeah.
grew up. Like,
Yeah.
people are dead. And then fentanyl came and car fentanyl now. Like, it's, dude, you got to buy weed from a dispensary because fucking people are lacing
Thank
bags.
God that they made it that possible to buy weed from a dispensary.
Bro.
But I mean, yeah, because they wanted to make money off it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, to send to Ukraine, they need the money.
They love Ukraine.
Dude, did you write Zelensky off on your taxes? I have 2 years in a row.
Oh, no.
He's my child.
Awesome.
Yeah. Fucking.
I wish I made those stickers.
We got potholes though
The
everywhere.
Ukraine stickers. I wish I could have cashed in on that whole thing.
Dude.
Maybe sold bumper stickers.
Oh man.
Even if I listen, and I don't mean to keep all the money, but come on, I would have gave a portion of it to the Ukraine, whatever's.
I'm
and then-
rooting for Putin. I don't know about you,
My
but
brother
like
lo-
I
my
don't
brother
know.
loves
I don't know
Putin.
about you, but
My brother loves them.
that dude's awesome. He got fucking leather chaps on his Harley. He's fucking bad motherfucker.
How about it? They said at the roast too, Putin will give him my fucking ring back.
Yeah. He thieved the ring. Bro, think about that fucking move. Like, fuck you,
Listen.
give me that ring.
Come on, what do you think Kraft was doing? What's Kraft's kid gonna do?
Nothing.
So it's not like
No, you gotta chalk that one up. You gotta take
they-
that loss.
Yeah, you're just gonna buy another ring.
Right. Yeah, just you got money, Kraft. Boy. What you don't have is a good football team anymore. So, like, man, that's an ugly thing. But that's what happens with dynasties, unless you're the Yankees. The Yankees will be back.
Yeah, because they'll spend.
Yeah.
They're not afraid to spend.
The Red Sox not spending. The Red Sox have become.
I saw nobody at the stadium.
dude,
I saw a picture
so-
from the side.
I'm going to tell you what they are.
No one was there.
And it's going to be because if you go around that area, the Red Sox are now a real estate group that just happen to have a baseball team. Like that, and it's what it is. As you know, I like baseball parks last summer.
yeah,
I went to a bunch.
yeah.
I'm headed to Miami to see that stadium next week.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome.
So I get a hot dog and a dad hat everywhere. The most soulless 2 baseball parks I've ever been to: a Yankee Stadium, the new corporate one, not the old one from when it mattered, and Fenway. Fenway is fucking like watching like just fucking kids be tortured by like bad people. Like it's like watching 8th grade boys at the Diddy White party between 1 and 4 in the morning.
You don't want to be
Yeah,
there.
you don't want to be there.
That's the time that you do not want to be.
It's
fucking
fucking
Diddy.
Fenway's tough. Yeah, Diddy, bro. He's worse than the Ray Rice video. Absolutely, bro. He's throwing vases.
Yeah.
He's throwing. He kicks. He's kicking her.
Listen,
if that was
the way. I feel terrible, especially you don't put your hands on a woman, especially defenseless. You know what I mean?
right,
She was
on
trying
the
to
ground.
leave.
All right, just you gotta let it go.
It's one thing. Listen, I've been crazy. There's crazy bitches out there that are violent. All right.
I love you.
Revere,
DM me?
Revere
DM
girls.
Not if you're
get
from Revere.
wild.
You wouldn't give me
They
the time
get
before. I don't
wild.
want it now. But yeah, dude. Like
You know what I
we
mean?
like crazy girls. We come from that era.
No, I don't like crazy
Well,
girls.
not
That's
anymore.
why
Right.
I found a
He's-
unicorn.
Yeah, he
and
did.
mine is
So-
not crazy, and you don't have to put up with it.
Yeah, you can.
There are normal ones out there. You just gotta look, and that's it. And
There's
and then
also
be lucky.
crazy ones around. They'll let you tie them up to furniture and shit, and that's cool too. It's cool. It's cool.
If you listen, and that's great, but the crazy ones that hit you I could see defending yourself, not defending yourself, but at least trying to protect
him.
yourself, like, you know what I mean? Or restrain. But she was legit trying to leave.
She didn't want any part of what was going on.
What was
Yeah.
going on inside the room,
With the
behind closed
socks.
doors.
With
He's
socks.
with those socks on and a towel.
Oh, bro, him
She was
running
fully
up that
dressed.
hall was awesome.
Oh my God. What?
Most unathletic black man ever, maybe. Like, running wise, like,
Why was he using? What, I mean,
I don't know what he was doing. I don't know what he does.
and then
like,
to sit in the lobby of the floor, throwing vases and shit at it,
You know,
like.
you know, and,
Knowing
like,
you're right on fucking camera. You got all those cameras in your house. You don't think there's cameras?
this dude in 60 days has dominated the media, P. Diddy, for two different things. This, which was solved years ago, and then like his sex party craziness, the sex trafficking. The feds have a 95% conviction rate. You know my dad. They showed up for my dad. They convicted him. They don't miss. That's the feds.
Right.
You're just telling me they missed. They fucking swung and missed. No. Yeah, this is dude. Some people have money and power beyond what we can really comprehend, and I feel if he doesn't have it, he's he's owned by the guy that has it or the group that has it, and it is what it is, buddy. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so glad I don't have a nice voice.
Yeah, no, me too. I'm so glad that like I don't go to that world.
Because music was not my thing.
No, I mean,
me and Nick, we rapped when we were younger.
yes, you did.
My brother Dave would be like the producer. He would still do all the stuff.
You guys, yeah, you kind of always.
I couldn't freestyle. Nick could freestyle. Nick could write rhymes. I couldn't.
Yeah,
I wasn't good at it.
it's all right.
Wasn't my thing.
No, that's just it. Everything's not for everybody.
No.
That's one of the best advice I ever got. In my
Yeah.
life.
So, and yeah, but I mean, I can't believe that just came out, and it's
Literally
yesterday,
Yeah,
and it was
yeah.
like, holy fuck, to see it. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, it's just crazy.
like the
It's-
terrible, like he's probably.
dude, did you see her husband took to Instagram?
Her new husband?
Yeah, bro,
No.
he's I think Diddy could beat him up. There's no way he'd say these things to Diddy. Dude, he looks like it's real delicate. Like, you know what I mean? Like, probably just, I get it's your wife. I get you're upset, but like, you married her. You knew what the deal was. Like,
You're okay with it.
yeah, you're going to end up fucking bad things will happen to you. Like, you know, Diddy's going to go crazy because he's not a hinged man. Like, if you've ever watched him since over the last year,
I
he gets a
remember-
little more crazy.
Yeah. On one of my favorite podcasts was the Two Bears,
Yeah.
and they were talking about it one time about like who's the most gangster, like real gangster.
MC Hammer. Did you know that though? He's a bad motherfucker.
Well,
Google that
Oakland-
later.
Oakland's a
We'll
bad-
discuss
bad
that later.
place.
Bro, he was strong arming baseball players. We'll talk about that later, like another time.
man,
But like,
that's-
Google that, and we'll come back to that at some point.
I love MC Hammer too.
Dude, awesome. So yeah, go back. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No,
because you
it's
said the
okay.
biggest gangster, but Diddy's a motherfucker.
But yeah, and then they pulled up a video of him on Halloween down in Miami dressed up, and then he was in the Joker and he was in character
Yeah.
and he got fucking like nuts.
Yeah,
like
he's
he was
crazy.
gonna start.
On Molly and fucking Trank.
Yeah,
They said
yeah.
he was on Trank or something.
But yeah, he's.
Dude.
I mean, I don't know.
You want to know something else? Not like, and I
You don't have to. The other thing too, though, is being fearless makes you crazy.
Yeah, to
because
people.
fear is fucking reality.
Right.
There is shit to be afraid of.
Right.
So
exactly.
if you're fearless, then you are a fucking crazy motherfucker.
And he's fearless because
he's got
most
enough
likely
money.
No repercussions.
No repercussions can possibly
Also,
happen to him.
An interesting thing is this: the last two elections rock the vote. Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden. Perhaps, and like, listen, Trump's a fucking maniac. Left wing, right wing, it's the same fucking bird. But
I'm voting for him.
I'm gonna vote for him too.
You know what?
I
heard a politician, the
Diddy was attached
the governor.
to those two. Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden rock the vote, not to Trump. Think about it. Go Google that.
Because the Democrats.
Yeah, he's a Dem.
I never even really paid attention until Trump ran a few years ago, and that's because he was not a politician.
So you want him to be reelected?
100%.
So me
And it's and then that's, And then nobody ever has to hear about it again except when you compare his runs with other runs.
So for me, I'm all for Trump getting back in, but I want a catch. I want Trump to get put in jail, win the election, and have to call collect to the Senate. I think that would be fucking hysterical. And we're in a fucking hysterical time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we were wearing masks. We were taking 6 feet. Like, we would be in violation right now. We would be in trouble. They would come get
The
us.
Valhalla fucking police arrest
Yeah, right.
a fucking Scotty Scheffler.
Yeah,
at the
that was awesome.
Like, you know who he is. He's
Swinging
here
a
right
miss.
now playing.
Yeah.
And you're going to fucking...
Bro, it's what a world we're in. It's fucking
it's-
wild. And then I would like for the Democrats, honestly, because I'm at a point now with Biden, I just feel bad that his family's allowing this to happen. Like,
Yeah.
you know, so let's put Michelle Obama up there. And then in 6 months, let's have her come out and be like, I am a man. That would push all the agendas you need to push, right? Like, right? I mean, it's let's get the entertainment. Let's have the fun.
Well, that's the problem is that we don't really want it to be entertaining.
And it's so entertaining. That's the
It's
problem.
not
He's
entertaining.
right.
It's terrible.
I'm having a great time.
But someone said, but the I think the governor of New Hampshire, he said, if I got two choices in this election and it's Biden or
it's
Trump,
Yeah.
how in your right mind could anybody, even Democrats, vote for Biden again? If those are your two options, like y'all
What
really
he's done with the inflation is fucking nuts.
and yeah. So, but
Bro, you know what I have
After
to
this,
do
though,
on
it's over.
OnlyFans to afford my bills now?
you know, oh God,
It's wild.
I was just gonna say
You ever fuck a slice of pizza?
no.
Yeah, it's fucked up. Especially if it's hot. These fucking dudes are fucked up. Fuck the pizza for $40.
Well, wait a minute.
Make sure it's hot.
You were at a pizza contest.
I did.
Did
Yeah,
you-
I
did-
roll with the We Say Gravy guys. Yeah, they're awesome. They're wicked cool.
How was that? Because
It was awesome. The Right Place won. Garlic Breath Andover, excellent. Blue Square and Hopkinton was runner up there, excellent. Joni's in Chelmsford, that's the one Portnoy gave the review. But again, I am a man who think the best two pizzas are A Square Deli in Everett. That place is excellent. And bro, Luigi's Crispy, fuck off.
Beachmont.
Yeah, I'm in, bro. That's what we grew up on.
I know. But
Now he's up here in the woods. He's got
No,
a
no,
fucking
believe me.
3-mile driveway. Like,
I'm not.
oh, boy,
no,
what the fuck?
I'm telling you, the,
changed,
the
bro.
Food, the food up here.
Ah, boy.
I hate the food up here.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's dude. It's farm to table. Fuck that shit.
No,
I hate vegetables.
even the Greeks aren't Greek up here.
no, they're fucking Lithuanian. It's wild. Ah, boy.
No. The two places that you can eat up here, they're nice. They're nice people there.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's just
Boxford
it. But
House,
I bet
Boxford
you there's kids that
Community.
grew up in Boxford that thinks that's the best.
I know,
It
but-
would have been Pizza Center, but like Pizza Center got sold 90 times.
Well, we were lucky because the food. I mean, growing up in Beachmont, like there was Beachmont
Bogies,
was beef.
not the raunch, you fucking idiots. Bogies.
Oh, I never did that. But yeah, so we had bogeys.
Yeah.
Another word for gross.
Yeah.
Domino's subs, the best
The
subs.
best. Great steak.
And then you had Luigi's Pizza.
To Mino's, the last day they were open, I went to get a cheesesteak. I met two women in the parking lot, and they drove from Connecticut. And
Get outta
we
here.
hugged, like they're like, I can't believe, like it was actually like
Well, that
real
was generational.
right? And she's,
place.
like, you know, I was like, this is wild. Like I used to walk from this corner
Yeah.
up here, get a cheesesteak
Yeah.
cooked in with barbecue sauce. That was my move. I would have the barbecue sauce cooked in.
They used to put the sliced potatoes in it in their New Yorker.
Yeah,
in
the
their
New
steak.
Yorker was a bad motherfucker.
And then you know what else they did too? That was just when I think about it, it's like fucking genius. They would take the sausages and then I don't want to quote it being, how they did it, but I think that they wouldn't either cook them through or they would cook them just a certain amount or they were frozen. Or, you know what I mean?
I think they
and then
cooked
they'd
them ahead.
slice them.
Yeah, I think they
and then
cooked them ahead.
They
and
would
then threw 'em
slice them
back on.
long ways,
Yeah.
thin, so that they were long slivers of sausage, and then they'd cook it on the fucking.
Regrill them. I think they were
Oh,
cooked a
my
little. I
God.
think you're right. I think they were
Yeah,
cooked. Like
I worked there a lot when I was a kid.
You did,
Yeah,
didn't you?
I used to deliver.
Yeah, you did. Lawrence had a car at 13, and he used to drive to 8th grade. This is not a fucking fake story either. Like, you did have a car, like, at 13.
Yeah. My dad, my dad.
That innocent-looking man on the phone is a fucking madman, by the way.
Well, yeah.
Jimmy O, or whoever you call him. Like, you know.
Jimmy O is my brother-in-law.
Oh, that's hilarious.
We call him Dewey, but I call him Jimmy O.
Yeah, dude, you did have a fucking car in the 8th
I did.
grade.
I had a Mustang, an old Mustang.
Yeah.
And then I learned how to drive a standard
When he was 9.
because
Bro,
my dad's
his
truck
whole-
was
So he lived Bellingham Ave,
Yeah.
and it was a busy street, houses everywhere.
I was on Endicott.
Endicott. And now he has these dogs. Again, so he had this dog that used to run up. It used to get hit by cars.
She was a Doberman.
It was
Magic.
not okay.
Yeah.
Like, he needed therapy. And
She used
now
to
he's
chase
got
the cars
he's got
away.
the reincarnation upstairs. I got a standoff with his dogs on the way. He's got like this is like very Koreshish. It's
Thanks. Yeah,
you
it's
know?
like a cult up
Yeah,
here.
it's
Say it.
fucking-
No,
Nick, I get why you're not here, buddy. I know it's been a long time, but I get why you're not here on this driveway. Run, dude, run.
no. What they're doing is when you come down the driveway, they're blocked. Those are working dogs.
They're good dogs. You can
Those
tell
are
that.
German
And they were
Shepherds,
super.
top breed.
And then
working
once they knew
dogs.
I was good, they were good.
Yeah, but they're stopping you from entering the property.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, they are. They were fixing to get run over if I was still on drugs. Yeah.
you said that. I would fucking
yeah,
die.
those would have been in the fucking bumper of my Jeep.
Oh,
Also,
my
I wouldn't
God.
have a Jeep. I would fucking have walked and probably had a stick. And
Yeah.
so like it's way different now, but nah, dude, it's funny.
Yeah, you don't see anybody walking. I mean, if people are walking around here, it's technically
A serial killer.
well, no, yeah.
No, it's
No, it's for exercise. But you know what we
It's
have
nice
up here
up
that
here.
really is pretty fucking insane.
incest.
No,
No, I'm sorry. I can't stop. Sorry.
No, we have bikers. And I'm sorry, hold on. Pedal, Lance Armstrong.
Yeah.
Cyclists, that's
With
what
the
they're called.
fucking funny shorts and
Spandex,
hats and
the
helmet, yeah.
shoes, the glasses, and they're in
They
a
can't do
pack.
any other sports.
I'm telling you right now, because it's very scenic and beautiful around here. And they literally will be a fleet of them.
It is beautiful here. If I was going to be dragged into the woods and murdered, this is where I'd want to be.
This is definitely,
I would be in.
yeah, and
nice.
no one would find you to bother your body.
No, it'd be good.
It's
Just
very,
peaceful
like-
death.
Yeah, you know,
You have a shovel? No, I'm kidding.
I do. I have a few.
I'm
got
going in.
Well, I have
Bye,
square
cruel world.
shovels for concrete. I have
Yeah.
spaded shovels. I even have a little shovel that I call the bitch
The bitch shovel.
because, and everyone would make fun of my little shovel. But boy, when we
Gets
were doing
into
a wall
gets
and
in
we had to
spots you
get,
can't- yeah.
I did-
sure.
and then I call it the bitch because the bitch is like
People
the
have
pistol
awful
grip.
perspective.
I know. I
Yeah,
know.
That's what they do. They and perspective is like 98% of life. Like, you know, it really
Yeah.
is. Like, you know,
Yeah, right.
yeah. So the bitch shovel, ha 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 ha. Bitch shovel works.
Well,
better
yeah,
than
you
your
know what
bitch-
is? They were Portuguese. I didn't think they got the logic behind, you know, why you would call it the bitch.
Right.
Now I call it the bitch. I'm thinking like the pistol grip, pump, shotgun, grab
Right.
the bitch. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah.
That was the idea of why I called her that. So they were just like, oh, the bitch. I don't get it. You know what I mean?
Understand the bitch. They were also not real Portuguese. They're Greeks from Boxford. You know, going back.
No. These are guys I worked with. These guys were
little
legit.
Portuguese.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. In your
then you
field,
had the
in your
Brazilian.
field, they have.
And
Yeah.
the Brazilians spoke Portuguese.
You
So
guys,
you, had
met them in the
all
parking
of
lot of Home Depot. Am I allowed to say that? Can I say that?
Yeah, you can say, of course you can.
Law
And
does
no.
illegal immigrant labor, and they're not immigrants anymore. They're migrants, which makes no sense. Migrant's a crazy word because look at
I don't even-
I'm migrant, immigrant,
Okay.
migrant. Dude, everything's a fucking agenda.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like immigrant. Great word. My grandfather was an immigrant.
We all were.
Yeah, at some point.
Right? Unless
Yeah.
you're an Indian.
Yeah,
Unless you're a fucking Indian, you
you should be pissed.
are not free.
You should be pissed. Like if you're an Indian, like we came here and fucked up everything.
So my mother-in-law, her boyfriend's Indian, Chuck. He's the best. And when, you know,
Like again,
I'll make jokes.
red dot feather.
Oh, feather.
Okay,
Oh,
all
feather.
right, all right.
Yeah.
So Dude, he should be pissed at with like, dude,
Oh, no,
right?
yeah,
Like,
no.
he should get reparations. We came and fucking
No,
just
no.
killed everybody.
No, yeah.
Like, read a history book.
I say it's like Thanksgiving. I was, I was feeling good at Thanksgiving, and I was like, "I'm sorry, Chuck, for what my people did to you people. It was not me." You know what I mean?
Oh boy, yeah.
But the funny thing is, I actually have a. My mother says we have a little Indian in her. Me and my brother.
You ever do the DNA testing?
No, I'm
10% black. Me.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I'm fucking hung like a space shuttle.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
that would.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I don't. My DNA's already in the system. I ain't doing. I don't know.
All right, right.
I don't. How much do you trust shit?
I mean, you know.
What's it gonna say? You're gonna say, yeah, no shit, because you're not from here.
But here's the thing: if they want to find me, they'll find me. They can find anyone they want. They have a 95% conviction ratio. Like,
yeah,
like,
they have access to everything. They can,
one of my favorite things was the vaccine hysteria. Now, whatever it is, but everybody was like, they're microchipping you, bro. You that fucking microchip right here.
no shit.
You need to microchip you, like, or they're killing us off. Now, first off, you and I have a good 23 years of fucking taxes we can pay. It's a bad business to kill off the people paying you, right?
Yeah.
Old people and out of shape people, handicapped people, those are the people dying. It's not by accident, dude. Like, look at the fucking numbers. Like, you know, like people with underlying, like, I don't know. Yeah, it was what a fucking, dude.
Well,
wildest thing you saw in your life? Way wilder than the 9/11. Way wilder. That was crazy.
Well, 9/11 was like an instant. It happened so fast, and then it was just the wreckage of it.
That was a wild thing.
You know what I mean? It took a long time to clean up that mess.
Yeah.
But it was a fast. It was a tragic thing. It happened. You know what I mean?
And then they went right back. Boom.
And then
took care of it. Yeah.
You know.
This was still failing.
Yeah, because it affected so many people financially, businesses, people that had careers and that were
on their way to retirement. Like, they're not doing it now.
It's pretty terrible how that happened, and then having to wear masks and shit like that, and not being able to go out. I mean, at the time, I didn't really care because I was like, great, I don't have to go to work.
Dude, I got my blue belt during the lockdown.
I got a puppy
during my lockdown. Like, I was wrestling in basements and stuff. Like, it was wild. Like,
because you couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
But enough people had mats, because then everybody was setting up home gyms.
Yeah. Yep.
And then bikes. Everyone wanted to get a pedal bike. So I got a pedal bike too.
I learned the ukulele.
I got a ukulele.
Oh.
I bought one. I can only play 2 songs.
Yeah, I mean, I suck at it. It was just something to do when I was tripping on mushrooms. I feel like you should play a ukulele. Mushrooms and weed. That's what I like.
I like mushrooms, but I only can take a small amount because if I take anything too much, I get that feeling that I didn't like from back in the day. That overwhelming. It was too like that.
Yeah, the overwhelming.
I like just a teeter-totter on that euphoric.
Goofy.
Yeah.
Goofy. Ha, ha, ha.
Yeah. And then like psychologically, you know that what's 4 hours? I can deal with anything for 4 hours.
Right. It's
you know
easy.
what I mean? Like, it's going to be over. I like that. 6, okay.
Yeah, mushrooms are good. Mushrooms are good.
I mean, I've been people that just ate them.
I'm a guy that likes to
just to keep eating
once
the bag,
a year I blow the doors off. No, like I'll do 5 grams empty stomach. Like, yeah, but it's not wrong. Like, you'll get some answers to some things, like when you trip like that. Like, it's different. Like, you know, like
I mean,
I've got trauma. Like, I'm a trauma motherfucker, and like the most therapeutic thing has been those heroic doses. Like, I've been off things for 7 years, and like 7 years, I'll do it again. Thank you. I'll do it soon. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll take 5 grams. I'll get like a buddy that I have, and I'll be like, just sit right here, and I'm gonna sit right here. I'm gonna trip my face off, and like just make sure I don't move. And like I don't move. Like, close my eyes, sit there, and like there's something to it. But now they're trying to decriminalize those and make those legal.
Yeah, because there's money to be made.
Right. but that means you're gonna not get the same. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know. I feel like when I think back
mean,
at
I
the
hope
weed
not.
that we used to buy off of people,
Who?
right?
Who'd you buy it off?
Put it this way, the
I
best
sold weed. Sorry, go.
the best dealer that I ever got it from was Bobby Cush.
Oh yeah.
Be easy.
Yep.
All right.
I talked to him the
And-
other day.
and
I
then-
messaged him.
And he was the best. He had the best stuff
Yeah, he
before. He was like a rolling dispensary before the dispensary.
He was.
He had a menu.
The bags. He got
would
to the
set you
jars
up.
first.
He
then
was
the bag.
labeling the bags
Yeah.
all special. Like he fucking
And now he's out in Cali. He's doing great.
Killing it.
Killing it. I'm
Killing
glad. Hey,
it.
front row at all the playoff game. Like, just does what it.
he does what the fuck he wants.
And I mean, he's a kid that like he doesn't shy from it. He had some. I talk to him regularly. He had some addiction stuff.
Yeah,
He-
absolutely. We were friends,
He
so-
had the dialysis.
Yeah.
Like, and when he realized he was gonna live, he's like, I'm gonna go for it. And he got fearless. You know.
Yeah.
That's why he's fucking nuts. Like
Well,
I
he
love.
suffered every
but
fucking
he's
day
fearless,
doing the
right.
dialysis.
Yeah, he's fearless.
For years. I felt.
Good kid. Good
Yeah.
guy. Good man. Good man. He's not a kid anymore. He's 45.
No, he's a dad
yeah.
too. He
Yeah.
just had a. He had a. I know
Yeah.
he had a baby.
Yeah, good dude. Yeah, he's killing it. It's great.
He's
It's
fucking.
funny. It's funny to see how like everything fell 25 years later, right? Like,
Yeah.
like I knew coming in here, like we talked leading up to this. He's like, what should we talk about? What are we gonna write down? And I knew, so I've kind of always been friendly with Lawrence. We've always kind of kept track. Like we might lose each other for a year or two because something was going on.
Life.
Like outside, right.
What-
But like I
what
always
you're
kept
into is-
track. But I knew this was gonna be good because Lawrence was as goofy as me. Lawrence was always okay with being himself, where other people we grew up with, other people we saw growing up, they weren't themselves. They weren't comfortable. We were always okay with it, like, you know, and I knew that like us, the back
Talking,
and forth,
right.
I knew that there would not be like the dead moments are because we're just fucking mind blown at like what we thought of because like we could like, you know,
We can
'cause-
just flow. This
yeah,
is the
right.
this is the point of the podcast was to be able to
Right,
have
right.
these hey
And
conversations
it's
like
just, yeah, it's
and
like
bouncing.
how many kids we grew up like. I saw a kid, and not to give away much, on the train the other day, so that probably lets you know exactly who I'm talking about. I was like, man, he looks rough. Like, and, he wasn't on drugs or anything. It was just the years had beat him down, and like, and then I look at you. Like, all right, you have a kid now. We have a little gray,
Yeah.
but like you look good. Like you
Thank
look
you, yeah.
healthy. Like you know,
well,
like
you know what I think it is.
he's
is
got a little fucking dad belly too.
I
It's
do,
fucking, it's adorable.
I gotta get rid of
It's
it.
fucking
fat.
adorable.
Oh my god,
It's adorable.
My shorts don't fit me. The summer's coming. I'm in trouble.
Yeah, he's
I'm in
fucking
trouble.
huge, big fucking. Got it.
No, but I was gonna say is like you know being off of sober. You know what? I don't like saying that word either.
Yeah, because I'm
Because
just
I'm not.
California
I-
sober.
right.
That's what I
Is that
am.
what it is?
That's yeah,
All
that's
right,
what
so
I
I
am.
smoke weed.
Yeah,
But-
mushrooms. That's
but-
what I do.
And I would take mushrooms here and there. My problem was opiates.
Yep.
I was addicted to opiates in a bad way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now for 10 years I have been opiate free.
Attaboy. That's great.
Thank you. But it's to me, I don't really like to teeter-totter talking about it because I smoke my weed and there's people that are completely straight edge, don't do a fucking thing, they can't have a drink, they don't, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And whatever works for whoever.
As
but
long
for
as
me,
you're off. Exactly.
My only problem drug was that. So as long as I don't do those, which I have, you got to not have the desire to want to do
Right.
that. You don't want to look like Uncle Dino or Jake. I mean,
Right, like the character. He
because
played, right,
you want to
'cause
know
that's
something.
a real thing.
That's
we
what
know
you
them.
fucking look like.
We know those people. We
I
you know,
used to
yeah.
fucking. I'm just tired.
I've been clean for 17 days.
I'm tired.
Hey, I remember one day I was listening to headphones when I lived in Maverick with the girl I was dating there. Great place for me, Jeffrey's Point, early 2000. And I was listening to headphones on Maverick Street, and the neighbor came by, and she went, "Hi," and I said, "No, in about 6 days." Like that's how like focus. And I mean, I was fucking high as hell there. I
Right.
just met the guy, and like I remember thinking like. After the fact, like years later, I'm like, that was just my response. That I've been clean 6 days. I've been clean 17 days. It was fucking, what a wild time. People were robbing pharmacies,
Oh my god.
fake money. Like these kids now, like just on like, and I'm not knocking it because that's what happens. Like our uncles hated what was going on with us. Like it
Yeah,
changes.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
but like I feel we grew up in the last great play. There were no we would be fucked if there were cameras. We would be fucked.
Yeah.
We would be fucked. All
I
of
say
us.
this all the time. Too.
And
you can.
it's just
Well, you know what else too is you had to live in the fucking moment. I'm terrible at taking pictures because I don't want to sacrifice seeing it
the moment.
for recording it for someone else to look at it, because you know what else? I don't really fucking look at the pictures later either.
Yeah.
So what? Now I'm not going to see it happen, and then I'm not going to look at it later happen either.
And obviously, like we've touched on, like I'm on the internet. Like I'm
Yeah.
out there. I've been on big pages. So I will take some
Constantly,
things.
which I give you a lot of credit because
I will take
into it.
some stuff and put it out because I need to build some content.
Yeah.
But like my jujitsu, I keep for myself. Like
Yeah.
I used to put that everywhere.
Right.
It doesn't matter to me that I can wrestle anymore. Like
Yeah.
there's like and that's
Yeah.
for me. That's like the 3 best things I ever did. I quit drugs and alcohol. I started jujitsu. I went to therapy. That's the honest to God truth.
Yeah.
Like, and
Yeah.
I try, like I used to joke about therapy a little bit, but like now I don't joke about it as much. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's mine. It's mine. Like,
Yeah, I know, but it's also yours to make fun of.
Right. Like,
If
I
you-
mean,
not when I say
if you're a
make fun
damaged
of.
woman, talk to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I understand. I have high emotional intelligence and I'm available. Well, I'm not available at all, but like we don't tell anyone that because my girl knows that girls spend money.
Girls spend money. They
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. They're good at it.
Yeah.
I have a
The
tough-
terrible ones are the ones that spend their husband's money
all of them.
on other men.
Oh,
No, I'm like kidding. That's
oh,
terrible.
Jesus.
They're out there.
Yeah,
They're
no,
terrible.
dude. Remember the girl that had the sugar daddy that I was tapping for years and years, and you knew, like,
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
every once in a while when I don't give her attention, she pops her ugly head up because she wants that pop. Like, he called me one time and called me a junkie, and I said, "You shouldn't say that. We're in a car club, kinda. You bought this old Ferrari and fixed it up and made it nice. You just don't know how to drive it like me." She even said it to me. She goes, "Bro," she goes, "when he told me that, I was fucking like, obviously was infuriated."
Yeah.
But like, again, like, what are you gonna say to me, dude? Like, I fuck your girlfriend.
It's yeah. I mean,
Not
literally.
currently, but at that
No,
point
but
I did.
at the time.
Yeah.
And-
Yep. And everyone knew. Everyone knew in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty great.
I was in my 40s. Dude, when I was a kid, I couldn't get girls. Like I just was awkward. I couldn't do it. I'm making up for lost time.
Well, you. So it's so funny because your parents were divorced like mine,
I split.
So
Revere
I-
Winthrop.
but I had Broadway
Yeah.
in Beachmont.
Yep.
So I was in Revere still, but
Yeah.
in 2 different parts of Revere,
Right.
where you had Winthrop and Revere,
Yeah.
but you hung in the middle of Beachmont.
Yeah. It was
With all of
and
us.
Beachmont is where I think I grew up. Like
Yeah.
that's like, if like that's where I grew up. Like I still talk to Singer because of the Revere
Yeah.
box.
Yeah.
Like
I love those. I gotta get one of
I'll
them.
grab one. We'll talk
Yeah.
after. That's where I grew up, Beachmont. Like,
Yeah.
and like, I mean, in later years, Beachmont kids would fight Winthrop kids, and I would be on the Beachmont side.
Yeah, because
like,
you would be hanging with us at night.
yeah,
you know what I
right.
mean?
Like I would have to go to school and fucking duck people.
Hilarious.
Yeah, it was wild.
But then you know what's so funny too is that you ended up merging the Winthrop. There was a group of Winthrop kids that we got along with.
Yes.
You brought us together with them.
Yep.
And we hung out with them, and then we ended up dating some of the Winthrop girls.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? And it was all.
Yeah.
It was
And at that point, I got no fucking ass.
no.
Hey, but now I'm hooking up with their nieces that are 24. So who's fucking laughing now, cocksucker?
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah, but it's also awesome.
It is. It's
Yeah, dude.
Good for you.
Yeah, I mean,
Listen, yeah, good for you.
yeah, dude.
I'm
You're in a great place.
I'm in a
buddy.
yeah.
Yeah, and that's good. Like, and like
I missed it. I mean, I'm sorry.
I'm Funko Pete.
Yeah.
I'm Funko Pete.
I was gonna be. I thought I was just gonna be
Funko Lawrence.
funk. You know, I did, and then and I was okay with that.
Yeah.
But then I don't know.
I mean,
We went to Europe.
yeah, dude.
And-
it's
and-
funny things happen.
We went to
in
Europe, and
bro,
then
that's where.
with that Mediterranean Ocean.
Yeah, dude. The
We were in
fucking
the-
salt.
It was Sparta. went
Yeah,
to
fucking
Grace.
activated his sperm.
It was
Yeah,
it happened.
Something.
It was in the wine, the pasta. It was just,
Yeah.
it was in the air.
Great
It was,
pasta.
it was amazing.
Oh yeah.
I'm telling. Have you been to Europe?
I went to Amsterdam. Yes, for like 3 days one time, and again, I had pasta there. I also had mushrooms. Weed, I got fucked up.
That's a bit different.
I might go back in September with my friend Laura Baldini. She's the Mother Juice Laura Baldini. She's got like 30,000 followers on Instagram. She's like one of my best friends.
Wow.
Yeah. And she was like, we should go for a couple days. Like, she's legit my best friend. Like,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
Yeah. Like, and she's, it's funny. She's a funny woman. She'll tell girls, like, I'll be out places with her and they'll meet me and she'll be like, oh, fuck boy Pete, he can cry on command. Look out. And like 3 hours later, I'm like naked in a hot tub with her. And she's like fucking laughing. Like, yeah.
She's a good wingwoman.
She's the best. Yeah. She'll watch this. She'll watch this front to back.
That's hilarious.
I have people that just whatever it is, and like they're awesome. Like and that's why I do the same. Like I try to, like I told you, I try to watch everything. I actually had no idea they had headphones on, probably because like I was just enthralled that they were on the screen and I zoomed them out. But like, yeah,
I think you know what it does. It kind of not only can you hear each other better, and you can hear yourself to hear if you are not
being loud enough, etc.
You know what I mean? But also, like with the little tricks, there's buttons. I don't want to get into.
They got great colors over there. I'm dying to smash them all.
I'm telling, like, there's stuff to do.
Yeah, he's got a whole
that
job.
There would be somebody else who would do these things, and it's me, and I'm not doing it.
He's not doing it.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
he's not fucking
I'm not
doing it.
Phone is ringing. Oh my god.
Danger.
You know what I mean?
Oh, sorry, I couldn't help it.
Yeah. So anyway, but it's I'm happy about it, Pete.
Yeah, that's good. No, dude, it's great. It's great. Like if you want to be a dad, be a dad. Like I think like, and some people are you've done enough. You've had enough stupidness in your life that you're in a place now that's good, and I know that like I don't fucking shy away from things. A few years back, I remember before you guys really sealed the deal, I remember how fucked up he was over her, and it was different from any. Remember, I've known him through a lot of girlfriends. I've watched him walk away from 10-year relationships, and it didn't fucking. And this, like, and
I knew
she's
she
a good
was
girl,
a good one.
and I feel she is because he's level. He's when people, someone for 30 years, when there's chaotic energy to him. Like you could see someone that you would, and you'd be like, he's not okay. Like he's
going through it right now.
I watch you,
just like,
I watch you, and I'm like,
I'm at peace.
He's good. He's good.
I'm happy. I'm at peace. I'm up here in the woods.
Yep.
I don't got to see nobody unless I want to.
Because you got dogs that block the fucking trail. Like,
well, no one knows it. You can't find me unless I tell you.
You can't. You can't.
You've probably driven by my house countless times.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
But
if you want to Venmo me, I'm on Instagram at PDDBaby. You can Venmo me, and I'll give you his address.
So the funny thing is, speaking of the PDD baby, right?
I can tell you what it means.
Because I can't read. No, I know, but I can't read that good.
PD the baby.
So I never.
I get wild things.
I'd be like, what? I don't understand. And then one time you explained to me it's wrestling.
Adam Cole, baby.
And I was like, oh, okay. Now I know how to read it.
Well, because I couldn't do just PDD, and I didn't want to do Uncle Pete, and I was like, what can I do that like no one would know? And like only wrestling fans knew what the baby was.
Right,
like,
right.
But then I got people that be like, have you talked to PD the baby? And like fucking nobody reads. Like it's I'm just.
I know. I'm so happy to hear that. And it's not just me.
Yeah, but the PD thing is wild. Like I've had 2 nicknames, Chewy and Peach.
Yes.
The PD thing now, in my if they say I'm PD to fucking everybody. Like I never thought like I'd kind of shed those two.
Well, that's because that's your Instagram name,
that's wild to me that was what did it. Like it was like Instagram took it away. Like,
well, I'll tell you, it's the whole thing. I ran into a problem with Instagram is when I came up with the name for the podcast. I didn't really do my research
to see if
there was so many things that I was trying to not forget that
You miss things.
And then
help it.
and then when I had the help from my younger brother Andrew,
Yep.
I was like on his time. He was doing me a favor. So it was like
There's a
I
lot
was
of that.
seizing the moment of him doing the stuff that I went, just do this. And it worked. And I went, oh, see, okay, good. That no one's took it.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, after I created the name, I realized after that there's
other
another one.
platforms. Yeah.
So now I can't have an Instagram, can't have a Facebook. For some reason, I got banned off TikTok. So the name is something.
You got the TikTok ban, huh?
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I posted.
It's wild though.
I didn't post anything crazy.
I got for bullying harassment.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what is it? Lack of fall. I don't know.
I don't know.
What
Who
the?
knows?
I don't even care
No, it doesn't matter.
because the TikTok thing. I'm late.
China.
I'm
Sorry.
late to the TikTok party.
Yeah.
And I'm
There's no
I'm
money
okay
there
with it.
anymore.
No.
No. Nope.
I don't understand the whole money thing. Like how they get the money.
It's more than anything, what you want to do is get views, because then you can go to these places and say, look, I get 100,000 views on a video. That's like a good local cable commercial, like 100,000 views, you know? People aren't going to like, because people hate the idea of you being somewhere they're not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like people are stuck in their miserable lives. So they hate the fact that like someone wants to bring you, for instance, hey, Pete, saw you on that fucking podcast, because I'll post some stuff on my page. They'll be like, who's that? Oh, that's Lawrence. I grew up with him. And they might say, hey, come fucking eat here. Like, and they'll give me the food. And like, I don't ask for money because I don't feel I'm at a level to ask for like money, but like I do hit 100,000 on videos. I do hit 150. So, but so I'm approaching that place. Like I watched a video from Jake Polino, the sneaker kid, about like what a view is worth, and like they are worth something, because this is cable television. Like it or not, like it's you pick your fit page, For You page, and like all that stuff. That's your cable guide. Like it's. Imagine technology right now, bro. And in our lifetime is the explosion, the 40 years. Boom.
Yes.
Bro,
yes.
that's wild. We watched
we had
all of
beepers.
this.
And you had to use a payphone. You had a beeper. And then it was a cell phone. And then I remember I had a brick.
Yeah, I did
And
too.
then
The Nextel. I had the brick
the
and then the
cellular
little
ones.
Beep, beep, beep,
Yeah.
beep.
Then they had the flip phones, the
Yeah,
big
it got
cellular
wild.
block ones.
And it just evolved and evolved, which is, I talk to humans every day. I don't understand how we evolve that fast, because we're not that smart to like be able to develop this. And they say the technology is done 10 to 15 years ahead of when it's released.
Yeah, that's supposedly the military. I heard this a long time ago, that the military's technology is 50 years ahead, more advanced than what the public knows.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts.
So, I mean, and then I think about the movies, the shit that they show you in movies.
Yeah.
All right? Like, there was remember the movie with Eddie Murphy when he played the boxer with Owen Wilson? He was the spy, I Spy. It was like
Yes, I do remember. I do
Looked like
remember.
a leafy bug.
Yeah,
I'm gonna call it leafy bug. Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember that movie.
Well, I mean, the technology to turn something into being,
Oh, it's wild.
I don't know the word, invisible.
Wild.
But it's been out there. I mean, I'm just waiting for the hoverboard. I don't understand why
Really,
that stuff is not.
Hurry up. Hurry up.
I mean, but I did see like a motorcycle looking thing that flies
Yeah.
in Italy. They got it's like but it's a single seater, and you can. I don't know if it's using fucking propellers, but anyway. That was I'm at least pumped about the technology, but it's crazy how far it happened, and it was in our generation where we didn't grow up. We grew up being outside, not being,
We were out.
prisoners.
We were out.
To
We were
the
out.
phone.
9 in the morning
Yeah.
till 11:30 at night, 12 at night. As we got older, sometimes.
And then if you were gonna play video games with your friend, you had to be at their house
Yes,
playing.
you couldn't.
There was no playing from your house.
Which, side note, I am a extremely good Fortnite player. Like I'm high up the
I
ranked
couldn't do
list.
it.
PDD baby, my game and tag. I'll play Fortnite with you. Please be good, because like I'm really good and I'll yell over the headphones. I will, dude.
haven't played anything really, and so I got the PS5.
I got it too. I got the Xbox. I got everything. I'm a giant 12-year-old boy with a bunch of cash and great credit. And
Speaking of 12-year-old boy, you know what I got? I'll show you after too. Is I have all my wrestling dolls from when I was a kid.
a couple of them are probably worth some money.
I don't know. Some of them, I cut their face with a knife.
Normal.
And then I
This is
took a
normal.
marker and I made it look like it's blood. It was the British Bulldogs. I did it too.
Fuck them.
Fuck them.
Fuck the queen. She did more for racism than McDonald's did for the hamburger. We want to pretend she didn't read a book. Man. Everybody thought I was stupid. I am fucking dumb, but like, I'm not stupid.
No, there's a difference.
Yeah.
There is a difference.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Your Bruins, so I've always associated with hockey that they got knocked out. Dude, I'm shocked that the lockout was over. I thought they were having a lockout. When was the lockout? Didn't they have a lockout? At some point?
It was a long time ago.
Really?
Wasn't it? I think so.
I'm glad they made it back. Yeah, that's great.
For a second, you had me thinking that there was a lockout, and I didn't remember.
Tyler Sagan had 4 goals yesterday.
I can't believe Dallas is going to the fucking Western Conference Championship.
He didn't really have 4 goals. I don't even know that he's on.
Oh my God! I thought you knew that.
I don't know anything about. I watched the WNBA. I watch real sports.
The WNBA.
Kelsey Plum's been viewing my stories. I have a tattoo of Kelsey Plum on my leg.
Do you really?
Yeah,
that's awesome. What is it?
She's right there smoking the cigar, like she did after a win.
Oh,
yeah.
I should have just looked over here and I would have been able to see
it's
it
all
better.
good, but I do have it. It's my whole leg is covered with women that blew me, except for her. She never blew me, but
Maybe she blew you off.
No, she looks at my stories and stuff. It's wild.
That's awesome.
Yeah, people like it's fucking bizarre, but whatever.
Hey, it's awesome.
Whatever.
I mean, listen, you going and meeting Dana White and giving him the Revere boxing.
A lot of people
sweatshirt.
don't know that. It's so funny. People don't know that was me that
gave
the sweatshirt.
that
to
brought
him.
that shirt. He got him taking a picture.
It's funny. Every once in a while, someone will wonder like how I have a key to that gym, like how. And it's like, bro, I did more for this program than you'll ever do. Like I got it to the guy. As far as fucking like fighting, like I got him and Singer's my boy. Like Singer's
Singer's always
the best, solid as hell.
The things that kid does. And I say kid because to us we're all kids still.
Yeah,
we're
right.
all
Yeah,
kids
right.
still. But what that guy does for the community,
Oh, he's awesome.
and the kids,
He's awesome.
the kids at the schools.
Yep.
It's just he's such a class act.
Yeah, he's it's been great. I go over there. I train with some of the cops. That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a good time. And dude, I go up and watch the kids and they box and like I talk to them. And sometimes it's funny to me because when I'm not a boxing coach and I'm not a cop, they'll tell me some shit.
Yeah.
I'll be like, do not tell me that. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like the other, like, yeah, it's like, I'm like, I'm not going to tell you I'm not a cop, but like it also, I use discretion. Like if a kid, like, you know, I think the girl's pregnant. I'm like, well, you don't want a child. Like, you know, like I try to give him the advice I'd give myself.
Oh God,
But,
that's
like,
terrible.
Right. Stop pulling out. Like, you know,
But think about when we were in high school. So I can't imagine. I just
having a child at 19, 18, 17, 16. That must have been crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, I have a fucking spoiled bulldog and I argue with her. And like I can't even imagine arguing with little me. Like when she gets the 4 or 5 and she tells you no.
Yeah, I know.
And you're like, that's fucking me. I do that.
I think it's gonna be even sooner than
right. Well, it is.
Yeah.
She's a girl, so it's gonna be way soon. It's gonna be as soon as she can talk. Actually,
I am excited because, and me and Sarah talk about it all the time. Like me and Sarah, we joke and laugh and all. You know, we're constantly breaking each other's balls
important.
and tease. And,
Yeah, that's
you know,
important.
we like even if
they like each other.
yeah, you know what I mean. So we're excited to have a little mini version of us,
of the two of you,
of
the mix,
and then another one just thrown into the mix of breaking balls and teasing. So, because I don't think she's gonna be a little asshole. I hope.
No,
not.
I don't think that.
I mean,
either.
it's possible.
She's gonna have a funny personality.
Yeah,
she's gonna have a funny
I-
sense of humor.
Yeah, I
You know what I
think
mean?
so. We laugh about it all the time.
Yeah, like for sure. But that's what happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, That's what just happens. It's wild. The whole I know you touched on it again. Watching the fucking birth is wild to me. Bro, do you know why I don't have kids?
No.
I can tell you. In 8th grade, they made us sign a permission form to watch a baby be born. I watched that fucking thing. Crowning? It's called crowning when the
Yeah.
Fuck off. I would never stick my dick in there again. It's the nope. Nope. It's horrifying.
Well, that's why.
God bless you.
I want you.
Bigger man than me.
People told me not to do it, and then some people said, "Yeah, I want to see it," and it's like, all right. I just, like I said, when watching over from that angle, I just got to see the head coming out
into the world. That's kind of dope. Like,
that's why I wanted
not for
to.
me. I'm scared.
I didn't want to, but and then when she popped out, she just shot out.
Here she is.
It was so fast
Yeah.
that I'm glad, because if not, I would have missed it.
Right.
And then
Right.
but
yeah.
every day it's something new and
Different. Yeah.
she can't hold her head up yet, but she's
She
strong.
will soon. She
Yeah.
will soon.
She's
You'll be wishing.
she's gonna be 8 weeks.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's
Crazy.
fast. Happens fast.
So quick. What else was I gonna say to you? All right, so here's a question.
Sure.
Where would you rather sleep?
Okay.
You have to sleep over one of these two.
All right.
Would you rather sleep at P. Diddy's house or R. Kelly's? There's only one answer.
Well, I think I would. R. Kelly didn't do any gay shit.
Bingo. As long as someone else is checking the IDs at R. Kelly's, I'm in.
Right.
She looks 39. Like,
Right.
I'm in.
Yeah. So,
Like,
right.
yeah.
So R. Kelly did.
Yeah.
So I would definitely sleep at R. Kelly's house.
yeah.
But,
Fiesta. Yeah.
but, wait, no.
These are the
Remember
keys
I was
to
saying to you.
ignition.
So now R. Kelly, you don't hear a fucking R. Kelly song on the radio at all.
Which is wild,
and
because
I
I waited my
believe-
whole life to have a Jeep and play that song, and now I have a Jeep. I can't.
Well, no, you
remember.
can play it on then.
I do. With the windows
It's
up.
the keys to ignition.
Ah, boy. Yeah.
So R. Kelly was fucking good.
He was awesome.
Even I Believe I Can Fly.
What a
song.
He
What a
had
song.
so many songs. I'm going to listen to him on the drive home.
Yeah. Well, you got a long ride home.
30 minutes.
It's all highway though.
Yeah, it's not bad. This was easy.
It's
This
not.
is-
It's
yeah.
honest to God.
I was shocked how quick it was. I'm up in near Byfield, too. I could fucking hit Rusty Can,
Yeah.
the barbecue place.
I like the pulled pork tacos. But
There,
other than that, I'm not a big
barbecue guy.
I like barbecue. I'm just not maybe a fan of their style, because there's
Alright.
different styles.
Yeah, there is Memphis, Carolina.
You know what I mean?
St.
Like,
yeah, there is.
I'm not sure which one. I'm not sure. I don't know. I
Yeah,
like fried chicken.
I
like
right
fried
now,
chicken
I'm only
better
eating
than I
meat
like.
again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm back on that. I lost 31 pounds. in a
Just
month.
eating meat,
Yeah, I do it all. You know that. I
Yeah.
fluctuate my weight more than anyone.
right?
Um,
I was
summer's coming.
I
I gotta
heard
get in shape.
Tyson fucking chewed raw meat.
TRT. That's a big help.
Yeah.
TRT, mushrooms. Dude, he said he's not having sex or smoking weed leading up to the fight. What do you think about that, Jake Paul? God bless him. He's making money.
Hand over fist.
Yeah, I wonder what happens in that fight, to be honest, because like there's all these weird rules. Did you see this? Like Tyson can't, he loses if it knocks out, like he gets, the longer the fight goes, the more money he get. Like, yeah, dude, there's a bunch of weird things.
Well, I know that there's no stipulations with the punching each other in the face. I was listening to the Joe Rogan podcast with Sebastian Maniscalco
All right.
yesterday, and they were talking. He was saying how when Tyson fought Roy Jones Jr., they were like no punching in the face.
Yeah, they had rules.
You know what I mean? Like,
Carry them.
yeah,
Get it through the fight.
you're not trying to.
But they can punch each other.
This isn't an exhibition. This is a real fight.
Right.
That
said
goes
that.
on their records.
Yes.
Their professional fighting records.
Which is wild.
So Tyson's gonna be
He's gonna try. Did you see
but
what he
hold
said
on,
yesterday?
but because he's 58 years, 57 years old and he's doing TRT, so testosterone replacement that's okay.
I saw that yesterday that they're
Because
trying to figure that out.
if you're
too.
on juice, isn't it doping? Like you're not
You would
allowed
think,
to
right? Let everybody be on steroids. Let everyone do them in sports.
Yeah, make sure you're old enough instead of letting I did it. I
At
did it in high
12.
school.
He did
Yeah,
it. He used to drive his car in 8th grade to the black market steroid dealer. It was fucking. How are you here across? Wild. Now in hindsight, like I haven't really thought of this stuff till right now, this moment. But
we're kind of lucky.
Tyson yesterday did the press conference with him,
Yeah.
and he said, "You look like you want to kiss me." He goes, "I get it now." He goes, "I was watching that video of you dancing on YouTube, and I got a boner." That's what he said, bro. Like,
Listen,
you
hey.
do not want Mike Tyson watching you getting a boner, bro.
You don't want Mike Tyson. Just being in that
He's gonna be angry.
mode of I want to eat your children. Remember, he was like, Remember
He
when
was
he
at
was
one point he was unhinged. Yeah, he was in life trouble.
killer,
Yeah, he was.
fucking
Dude,
killer.
he was champ of the world. I read his book, and he went back to the Catskills and he would snatch women's pocketbooks. Champ of the world. Think about that.
Because of the rush.
It's like Manny Ramirez parking his Bentley, not going to spring training. It was in Washington Heights projects in New York. It was out of like some of them. You can't take that away from them. You can't take them out of it. Aaron Hernandez, not to bring it up, like but like same. Crazy. Aaron.
You know what's so funny? You said Aaron Hernandez, and I instantly, my mind went to the fucking the roast where they made the Tom Brady roast where someone made the joke about he was hung.
Yeah, dude.
I was just, and I shouldn't laugh, but I'm laughing because the fucking roast was hysterical, making fun of everybody. Everybody. I mean,
dude,
everybody.
Hey,
that was so great.
And it was a while ago, but out of all the Hernandez stuff, all of it, the craziest part to me was his little jail lover, allegedly. You mean Aaron Hernandez wanted you?
Yeah.
Like that dude wasn't like. Again, I'm not in jail. You are not the guy that I want to date in prison. Like you are.
Well,
looked like he was on meth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
it might have just ended up becoming his celly.
It
It might have just came his celly, and then
he took him for his own.
And like, you know what?
What a wild world.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But that was the other thing too, is that they say that he was kind of homosexual or had, he was bisexual
in high school.
Bisexual.
Yeah.
And ashamed of it. And because he was ashamed of it, made him violent. Violent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Gives you anger.
Had to be more manly.
At least now.
In his mind, manly was violent. Yeah.
Well, that's the other thing too, is like I say about this whole shit with P. Diddy. It's like, if at least today, if you're gay or you're bi,
right.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do what you want to do. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Just don't do it out like, don't put it in front of people that don't want to see it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do behind closed doors. I mean, and I'm not trying to say, gay people want to hold hands and kiss out in public. Yeah, absolutely. I'm saying you're not going to do like sexual acts outside. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
yeah. No, like you should be comfortable to an extent. Like but you shouldn't be more comfortable than me. Why do you have more?
Yeah.
Like if I fucking was going down on a girl on a bench.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
so
you
mad
couldn't
at
do
me.
it. Right. Yeah. It's the same thing.
Not only that. All right. You want something? I'll show you these when we get off the air. So sometimes I get comments like hard eyes.
Listen. You get funny. You get shit with people, and then you fucking you torture them.
Right. But like some of them crazy. Dude, do you know the wildest things that get said to me from gay men? I want to shower with you.
I can see
if
that.
I was single, I'd date. Why do you think that's rapey?
Guys talk like this to girls.
I know.
What do you think gay guys are like?
It's wild.
They're guys that are fucking horny all the time, that are into guys. So it's like
wild.
There's no girl to say, no, don't talk like that. Oh, yuck, terrible.
Right. Like I don't
know.
No,
there's fucking guys that are.
And then where I'm on the internet quite a bit, like so when I worked with the Old Dirty Boston page, he's like, you can't take those off or remove them because you'll come off as someone that's against them. Like, you know,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
so what I learned is the aggressive ones, the ones that aren't being like, I have guys that'll come on and be like, Pete, you look good in that color. Like that. And all right, cool. Thank you.
Thanks, yeah.
But like,
Compliments.
you're going to shower with me. So I restrict their comments because again, if he saw the comment, like I'm going to show him after for entertainment value. But like, if he saw him, my friends are fucked. Like they'll come in and they'll be like, ha, 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 ha. And that's going to like make, so I have to, so that's what I do. I restrict the comments. So I'm the only one that sees them. But dude, it's wild to me that
I
they
don't
just speak freely. Like that.
I've noticed that all the comments that I've gotten have been from friends and family, and then occasional I might get a random condiment from someone.
Right.
But the condoms, the comments, and the and things like that from everybody on any of my pages just have all been very supportive, and friends that have been and family members that have been supportive. Other than that,
Yes.
it's tough.
Yeah, as you get bigger and bigger, you start to get some fucking real whack. That's why, going back to what you said, I'll make a video. I'll make you you want to be famous? Well, we'll get you fucking famous. And so, like, I'll take pictures. I'll go through your profile. I'll find your wife with one leg, like, you know, and like, you know what I mean? I'll be like, she looks stand up, like, you know, it's fucking, you know, I'll
dude,
grill
it's
you,
so
like,
funny.
because who are you to fuck? Like, I'm not bothering you, so you're gonna bother me. But that's what goes on because they're all keyboard. Like that's the other thing. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
keyboard tough guys. So
and
what
it's
is it?
just like, you know, and like there's a fine line because like I'm at an age now where like I know guys that are 52 that want to have fist fights, and I want to be like, bro, have some class.
Yeah.
Like you don't have that's your answer at 52 is like I want to have a fist fight. Like,
Yeah.
first off, I guarantee you don't want to have one. Like, you know what I mean? Like I guarantee that's not what you want to do.
Yeah, right.
But like, you know, like, cause I don't, I sure as hell don't.
I
Like,
yeah, I don't want to hurt my hand.
yeah, I want to go home to Roxy. That's
yeah.
all I want to do. Like,
Yeah.
you know, and it gets really fucking stupid. People is.
Yeah, I don't see people. It's nice.
Yeah.
I don't really interact with
He's
people.
up here on his fucking
It's
weird
nice.
cult compound.
It's wonderful. We're up here. You know what I'm saying?
He
Just-
had 8 people chained to a tree out back.
No,
And they were all white, which is even more fucked up.
Yeah,
Talk about he's afraid that he's going to get in trouble.
they're tree arborists. What-
Dude, those people, the people that fucking stake out on 93 during rush hour,
Oh, so
I'd be like, the sun got in my eye, I hit my insurance.
listen, I didn't even realize there was so many different types of trees.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's like poison ivy and shit.
Yeah.
Like there's stuff out here in the woods they'll fuck you up.
Yeah.
And
For sure.
and if you're not, you don't know, you're gonna get it.
Yeah. And not in the way you want to get it.
No, it's
You're going to have a rash.
yeah. I learned. I mean, I don't know if I'm actually what's it when you can't get poison ivy.
Immune.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm.
I think, so it's funny you say that. I think I'm immune to ringworm at this point. Because my gyms
yeah.
and stuff, people they'll be full on outbreaks.
Yeah.
I'll go to the dermatologist and they're like, nah, you have contact dermatitis. And like, that's like sometimes you touch a surface and then you get itchy afterwards.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
get that, but I've never had ringworm.
Oh wow.
Never had MRSA. Like and those are common in like
Bobby
where-
Mercer. Every time you say Mercer, I think of Bobby Mercer.
allergies are fucking killing me.
One of my that was Four Brothers, my favorite.
Great movie.
I think it would say it was my favorite Mark Wahlberg movie.
Yeah.
Well, one of them.
I liked Boogie Nights. Dirk Diggler. Of course I did. You know, that's the least shocking thing you've ever heard, probably. That I would like. What a great movie. It's my big dick and I'll fuck when I want. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. I'm gonna get that tattooed on me.
Oh God, tattoos.
Yeah.
I actually, it's been a while. I mean, I got my wife's name tattooed on my hand on our
So
honeymoon.
many.
But I do want to do my leg.
I have Tony Soprano on my back holding an orange juice that says some pulp on it. I have Skeletor choking out He-Man. My back is wild. Like, I don't fucking care. Guess what? I'm going to die someday and I'm going to just dissolve. So
Yeah,
whatever.
no one's gonna see it.
Yeah, I don't care.
I mean, who cares?
I don't care. I don't care.
What do you
who
think
I-
about that Machine Gun Kelly tattoo though, where it's just all blacked
Dude,
out?
Kat Von D did that too.
Yeah.
I don't understand what you're trying. Are you trying to look like ridiculous? Like what?
Are you trying to look?
Oh no, that's not even the color. That's not even the color. Like that. You don't look like a black person. Like you look like just like a blob of ink. Like
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the Hell's Angels threw you out or something. Like no disrespect to them. They're the greatest they're the only motorcycle gang I take serious. Like
Yeah.
so just in case. But and I'm sorry. But I don't understand why these people are doing these things.
Like,
That's gotta be so painful too.
well, could think of how painful a cover up is.
Right.
I mean, I remember because I got one of my tattoos when
When he was 11.
yeah, junior high. Listen, it's very common nowadays.
Now it is, yeah.
I had to have a fake ID. My dad had to bring me to get a fake ID at Mass Merchandise.
That's my dad brought me the same place.
and then it
fake
said,
IDs.
and then I got a tattoo.
2 for 10 or 2 for 20, something like that. It was you got two of them. They were the fakest things that, but
Terrible.
like tattoo artists in New Hampshire would take those.
They didn't care. Well, because that's back in the day. New Hampshire is where you had to
do it,
go.
yeah.
You had to go to New Hampshire.
Massachusetts. My
wasn't
first tattoo
legal.
was in my back in Beachmont.
I got my leg in Beachmont at Jim Bray's house.
Same.
Yeah, I remember.
Same.
Yeah.
Hurt,
But cover-ups, they were fucking brutal.
right?
So bad, so painful. So I couldn't imagine just and then doing the whole body like that.
No way.
No, I couldn't. I wouldn't want to do it.
What a nightmare.
So I mean, we were saying something earlier. I think you were talking about with the guys and the bad, was it the bad brain?
Oh yeah. Those guys, Gaetano, and they're fucking Gaetano's
hilarious.
awesome.
Yeah,
So the way I got hooked up with Jake, Josh, the cameraman that I use, called me one day. Josh is awesome. He was like, Jake, you want to come do a video? I went there. It was kind of like a tryout thing. Like I didn't know what it was, but I met Gaetano and those dude, they deserve. Yeah, it's.
And listen, I stumbled onto their stuff, and then the way that they argue with each other,
dude, it's wild.
Had me fucking dying laughing.
It's like,
and then I find out that they're from Revere.
Yep.
And I'm like, it makes sense.
Yeah.
The way that they go.
Gaetano has a store in Lynn. Yeah. He's doing 30 days of 30 sandwiches. So you go in, buy a box of homemade pasta, and then tell them you want your free sandwich. I can't. Demetra, something. I can't think of it, but he got a whole place, and they have good pasta, and the sandwiches look great, and he's just a great kid, and I met all those dudes.
Yeah.
They were really cool. For the most part. But see, that's why I do good with all these kids, because I'm not in any weird competition with them. I'm gonna keep my job. I'm gonna go to bed at 9 tonight.
Some of these guys are doing what just having fun doing it.
Yep. And some guys are making bank.
And some guys are making fucking money.
Yep.
And I think the money, I don't know, putting out stuff, being able to come up with something original
every day,
multiple times a day, and expect them to all pop off.
And that's just it for every fucking 6 videos, maybe 2. Maybe once you've mastered the algorithm in the fall.
Listen, I'm trying to figure out the I thought hard. I'll post something, and then I'll wait, and then I'll try to post it again on this time, and then no, that doesn't work. Then it's like, okay, I'll post something multiple times. Someone's like, oh, you just got to keep flooding the internet. It's like, all right, I try that, terrible.
Right.
So I mean, maybe it's just it's terrible, but I see that YouTube says that it doesn't put it sometimes in front of people, and and I think some of the videos that I pick are funnier than the ones that the AI thinks is better.
Right.
That
is true. It's just
because
AI is set up
comedy.
to hit the right. It's funny, but the AI is set up to hit that algorithm, which it's again now you're sacrificing.
Yeah, the point of the podcast is for people that are our age that can't stand the new fucking music either.
Little Yachty.
You can't even listen. How's this? I thought about this. Ready? Did you ever think that country would be so popular? All right. Now, they ruined all the music.
Yeah.
They ruined all the music. And the way that they ruined country music was by making it more pop and mainstream.
Yes.
And by making it more pop and mainstream with all this terrible shit, other shit, they made
back
it so
in, like,
that
2014, 15. Yeah, it's
you know,
and like you drive like Southie Country Fest Day. Like there's all these kids in
I
boots.
can't
and
even
hats.
imagine.
Like, it's wild. It's
well, Southie's a whole different South. I
it's
don't know
wild.
what the fuck.
It's wild.
I don't understand how people can afford to live in Southie.
They can't. They have 9 roommates. It's wild. Like maybe not 9, but you know what I mean. You need 4 people in a house.
Yeah,
Being 28 with 4 people in your house. It's
just so
wild.
that you could live. I mean, I don't know. It is nice down there though.
It is nice.
But it's definitely not as dangerous.
Not even close.
That's
Yeah, I mean,
that's nice.
yeah. It's what's happening in East Boston right now. Like
Yeah.
Beachmont Square.
Yeah.
It's a corner. Doesn't matter how many fucking overpriced condos you put there.
You want something funny?
It's a corner.
Speaking of that, I was gonna make that the name of the podcast, Beachmont Corner.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but Joe Singer, that's his Instagram name.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, so when I was trying to, I was like, oh, can't do that one. Can't do that one because I thought, you know,
Right.
like this is what we used to do when we were kids. We'd hang at the corner
Yeah. Just
and
talk.
just talk and shoot the shit and then then we'd go eat.
Yeah. And then we drink behind the school.
Yeah. Maybe play stick balls
Something.
or basketball.
Something.
I was terrible at basketball.
That's all right.
Still not good. I almost hope that my daughter doesn't want to play basketball just because of how bad at basketball I am.
The WNBA and women's basketball is on the rise.
Yeah, but
I've done more for women's basketball than women have. I believe that. 2 years ago, I started to get into it, watching it, and now everybody loves it.
okay.
I
You think it's your
I do. I do think
I'm
that.
good. I'm glad.
I do think that.
I thought, what would you all right, ready? How's this? So let's say that we said to you 10, 15 years ago. All right? Let's say 15 years
Yeah.
ago. Hey, you got a sex change, you go in WNBA.
Well, first off,
I'm not a sex change, right? The gender thing.
I was born at the wrong time. If I was born today, like if I was 18, 19 right now, first thing I would do is I'd identify as a woman and you'd fucking accept it. Then I'd go play at like, you know, some college, UMass, wherever. I'm 6 foot, 230 pounds. Most guards in the NBA are 5 foot, WNBA are 5'10", 145-pound women. I will fucking body you. At which point you would get me to the WNBA in the draft. I'd be picked. Now, I'm not naive. I'm not arrogant to the fact that, like, Asia Wilson, Brittany Griner, they would punch the fucking shot out to the thing. But, yo, Sky Diggins, pretty little thing from Seattle, I would take you on the box, and I would fucking score 20. 20 points, 32 games a year, then add 20 playoff games. That's 50 games. That's 1,000 points a year. I play for 10 years. That's 10,000 points. I am technically the leading scorer all time in WNBA history right now today. I am. It's not wrong. I've done the math.
I'm so glad that they are not going to allow men
Joke.
that are trained. No, I know. Because they're fucking up the shit. They're fucking up the sport and shit. It ain't right. I'm telling you right now, I hope my little girl never has to play against a little boy that decided to be a little girl.
Yeah, no, it won't.
You know?
I'll pull them out. I would. It sucks to say, but that's what I would do. Like it's different. You have a kid, it's going to be a different thing. And it might change if I had a kid. But like, no way. Let me wrestle your dad first. And then if he wins, you can play against my daughter. Like,
yeah, well, I mean, listen, and I'm not trying to say that anybody shouldn't be able to play what they want,
Right.
or be what they want.
Right. Maybe find a league that
If it's a co-ed.
Right.
But you know what I mean? Because listen, I played hockey with girls.
Yeah.
And they were filthy.
I train against
filthy.
them.
So
Girl
I don't try to
dated
say
is
that.
a jiu-jitsu world champion. She used to fucking
Okay, right.
Yeah, right. Like, you know,
That's,
like
wrap your fucking your head. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
funny story about her.
Yeah.
So I hadn't talked to her for years because the girl with the sugar daddy got me caught up. So we didn't talk. But I had lent her like $1,500 like before she had made it to like travel places and stuff. And she won the one champion. She won a thing, got 50,000 fight of the night. She fucking called me out of nowhere and she wanted to pay me back the money,
No
which
way.
was really nice of her. Yeah, that was really cool. And now we play Call of Duty sometimes. So that's kind of cool.
I haven't played Call of Duty in a while.
Yeah.
I did. I just got sick. I got bored with it because it was the same game.
Yeah, it is over and over.
And I wasn't that good at it. And I'm always late to the party. You know what I'm saying? So it's like by the time I start to be like, all right, I'll play. Everyone's been playing for
and
so
they got
long.
all the guns and all
I'm
the
like,
things,
this isn't fun.
and you're out there with a pistol.
Yeah, not to mention, it's like when it's convenient for me to play, people might not be on.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like, I don't know. It's funny, as much as I used to love to play, I haven't really played. I haven't played. I don't even come down here. Let's the podcast.
Right.
You know, or feed the rabbit.
He's got a rabbit over there.
You know, she said, "Do you want to get rid of the rabbit? You can get rid of the rabbit. We'll find a good home for the rabbit." And I'm like, "Yeah." And then I'm like, "I don't want to get rid of her. She's she's good. Right. She doesn't do nothing. She's got the floppy ears, so she's like she's a cool rabbit.
Yeah, she's not bad.
No, I mean she just
you gotta leave it.
She just goes to the bathroom.
Yeah, and 1,000 times a day.
It's a little fucking
get a man rabbit, and you know what else she'll be doing like a rabbit. Yeah,
and then I'll have a bunch of rabbits.
Imagine you got overrun by rabbits.
They're all in the yard.
They're all over fucking my street in Revere.
Yeah, Revere's got a lot of animals.
Bro, we had coyotes.
Yeah.
We were on the news. We had like 4 dens on my street. It was wild. Like I would wake up at 4:30. You know, I wake up so early.
Yeah.
Me and Roxy'd go outside. They'd be laying on the yards, rolling around.
Well, you live near the mod. Like that used to be like the what they call it, the wood,
farms.
The farms.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
West Revere.
And they developed it all. Yeah.
That's where.
My favorite was the biggest den was behind the Lincoln School, and it stayed there for 2 years because the best place for wild animals is around school kids.
Yeah. Right.
Wild.
Wait, that just registered. Yeah, no, not a good place.
They
for
were just
kids.
back there.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, I just thought because no one would be there.
Yeah, it was wild. But now I don't see them.
Everything. So I went to Lincoln School growing up, and that school seemed so big.
Yeah.
And then now
it's so little.
It's tiny.
Yeah.
And when I went to Lincoln School, that's when you had Michael Jordan was playing, and the new Jordans every year were the new Jordans every year.
Right. Every 9 to 12 months they would go
right?
up. Yep.
And then you know, West, like that part of Revere, it was some kids that had some money.
Yep.
And they had Jordans, and I always wanted them, and I couldn't get them.
Yeah.
So funny. I wanted them so bad, and then I didn't.
Then you just get I
got Andre Agassi's instead, and they were sick, and now those are coming back out.
Yeah.
They were
Agassi.
He was great.
Brooke Shields. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. Still, the baddest was Cindy Crawford. I think for me. That's it. And I like
Brooke Burke.
Kelly from
I used to love Brooke Burke.
Brooke Burke was hot. Kelly
She was
bad too.
Yeah. You know what's so funny is like back when there was like magazines that was just there was no internet, so you looked at magazines to see the pictures of the celebrities. There was always this picture of Jenny McGrath for Candies, and she was all sitting on the toilet.
Jenny McCarthy, Donnie Wahlberg's wife.
Yes, dude, there was a picture of her on the toilet because she was hilarious and beautiful.
Yeah, she was. She had a great she was funny. She had that show on MTV.
Yeah, she was so good.
Yeah,
she was.
Man, Carmen Electra. She still looks good. I found her Instagram.
Really?
Yeah, every once in a while I like one of them pops in my head and I have to make sure.
Just want to check.
Yeah, and I was like, whoa, she still looks good.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I mean, Brooke Burke.
Yeah.
Was she used to do the E channel?
I believe so.
Was something like that?
Yeah.
Back then, the E channel. Now, I have to watch Bravo all the time. Bravo. That's my wife's go-to.
She loves it.
We do all the Housewives. I really only care about New Jersey. Other than that, I can't really follow the rest. I mean, I think one of the California ones I watch a little bit of. But you know what it is that's what she's watching.
Yeah.
She's watching those shows. She puts that station on, whatever show they're playing.
So it's funny we're talking about TV. Do you know what I'm watching again now for the? So I have a rotation.
Yeah.
It's I rewatch The Wire.
Yeah.
I rewatch The Sopranos.
Yeah.
I rewatch Entourage.
Okay.
I have recently added Game of Thrones into the mix.
I've never seen it.
And now I'm back onto The Wire. I don't watch any current shows really.
Yeah.
Although last night I watched the documentary on Peacock about the 90 Yankees, the Bronx Zoo.
Okay.
The one. Amazing. Also, today, I watched a documentary this morning when I was telling you I was coming up about relief pitchers and speed from a 92-mile-an-hour fastball to a 100-mile-an-hour fastball and how much different it is. Bro, it's wild, like how much of a difference. Like, because 92 seems like gas. Like Mike Spinelli threw 92, and that seems like out of this world. 100, dude, it takes a whole. So your brain computes like it gets per 2.2 mil or whatever. It gets X amount of computations. You cut it down because it's an extra 8 miles, and it's like 40 less they get to adjust. Like it's pretty much like anyone that hits 100.
You're talking about from the hitters thing.
Yeah, dude.
I thought you were talking about like the pitcher. Being able to crank it up that extra 8.
It's wild how much it changes the hitter. Like it's wild. Like
Listen, I gave up baseball as soon as people could start really throwing
gas
and curveballs because it's
hard.
You know, it's that's when baseball starts becoming actual thinking, a thinking sport.
Right. It's
where
not
you're
hitting the ball that the kid pitches.
No,
meatball across the plate.
You're thinking, okay, he came at me with 2 fastballs. He's gonna hit me with a breaking ball. He's gonna hit me with a changeup now.
Right.
You know, and then it took one time. The kid threw a curve. I thought it was going to hit me in the face.
And it buckled back in.
And then it came and it was called a strike. And I jumped out of the way.
Yeah.
And I went, yeah, I'm not taking a chance on getting hit by a ball.
Right.
I'm not, if it don't break, I'm going to break.
Right.
So I'm all set.
Yeah, I don't.
Then that's when I moved to softball.
Yeah.
Arc pitch softball.
Yep.
I tried fast pitch.
Tough.
Brutal. You're playing from a little league distance
and some of them
grown men.
Hey, some of them dial it up.
Hey, giving you a hop and giving you like fucking crazy. Yeah, but arc balls, I thought arc balls was pretty fun.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, it's really big up here in Boxford. They have like a big
league
where they have a draft, I guess.
Really?
Yeah. I talked to a couple of guys. They were asking me if I wanted to play, and I was just like,
we'll see.
I don't know. I kind of don't want to commit.
Yeah, no,
That's the thing. It's hard for me to commit to stuff. That's why I did this thing called Stinky Socks Hockey. And you literally sign up, buy a jersey. Now you're registered as a player. You want to play, you go on their website. You're like, it tells you the dates, the times, the rinks, the levels, the ability that the games are, and you pick whatever game is convenient for you. And then you pay online for the game for the ice, $25, and then they put you on a team. They tell you, okay, wear your white shirt, okay, wear your blue shirt, and that's it. And then you go and you play.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's
cool.
Full team goalies. Goalies play for free. They got referees. It's unbelievable.
That is cool.
It's called no commitment hockey. It's awesome because
I'm a big no commitment guy.
That's what I mean. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like to play in a league where, if I don't show up, now they're missing their center fielder. Left, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And now the team, I'm a team guy. I don't like letting down my team.
Yeah. I hear
you. I'm having, I kind of missed the team from work, from not working. I've been on the paternity leave.
Right.
So I'm not with all the guys and the ball breaking and the teasing.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like, I can kind of feel I've become more quiet.
Yeah.
And it's all right.
Right. It's a different,
it feels
different
weird.
headspace, though.
Yeah. I like, it's not, because, I'm just not constantly talking.
I'm the opposite. I don't ever see coworkers.
You interact with different people every day. Your job is to basically
interact
with people.
I start at 5 and then I go to 10:30 and I go home.
Listen, your fucking barber schedule is hysterical.
People hate it. Well, barbers hate it.
Well, barbers hate it because they got to work their ass off to make all the money.
60-hour weeks.
You know, well, it's also a thing too, is that so if you could build up if you could fill all these slots and keep adding more customers, clients,
Right.
you would.
Right.
And then once you start building up all these clients, now you got to service all these clients, and there's not enough time in your day.
Right.
So
Bingo. And so I make it like a Jordan release, not to be funny. There's 12 spots. Tomorrow, though, because I'm going to Miami, I have 21 appointments. It's the most haircuts I'm going to do in a day since pre-COVID. Because, like, now I don't have to go to the bank. I'm going to leave. I'm going to have plenty of money. I don't have to go to the bank. Like, I'm off to Miami. But, like,
no,
that's the most you'll ever see me do again. Dude, work smarter, not harder, right?
hey,
You know?
you're in the neighborhood where people pay different price.
Yep.
And it's a commodity.
Yep.
Here's the slots.
Yep.
You
This
want one
is
of
what-
those slots?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'm the only one that does that early morning stuff.
Yeah.
And with that, I'm the only one fighting for those clients. You know what I mean? Like it's a one horse. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you could go play on a bunch of different basketball courts afternoon. I'm the only game in town before noon. Like, you know what I mean? It's great. It's good. It allows me to have a very happy life outside. Very comfortable.
You like these?
I like anything, to be honest. It's THC, like it's good. But those dude, dabs and stuff, like nephew Nino, he who's a superstar, by the way. He said
He's the fucking
I
best.
told him I was coming up here. He goes, he used to make fun of me because I had a rap album. I'm like, you didn't have a rap album. I'm like, but God bless you, you got fucking Sugar Sean on you live doing dabs with you. Bro, it's
Hey,
crazy.
good for him.
Dude, he's
I love it. He's like, because he's such a character. And that's it. He's out there doing his thing.
he has 3 stripes on his white belt.
Good for him.
Yep.
Good for him.
It's
I remember-
wild to see a 320-pound man invert.
Yeah, well, I remember when he used to come and work out, and he would,
Matty would
when I
just beat him
first
up.
was starting to do the jiu-jitsu. I haven't done it since I dislocated my ribs.
Yeah, good reason.
Yeah, I know, but that's just it's how
You got life, dude. Like,
no, I know, but then I didn't go anymore,
Yeah.
and I wish I did, but I didn't.
Yeah.
It's
it's a wild,
shit happens.
It's a wild sport.
It is, and you basically getting hurt all the time.
Right now, 2 torn meniscus, slip C5, C6, C7, pinching the nerve. I've had tingling in this thumb for the better part of a year.
You know,
But
like
I'm moving the 80-pound dumbbells again, which I was doing like 95s before the injury. So
Yeah.
I've built back some strength and stuff. I don't do TRT or anything like that, but like,
I wanted to.
I'm
I wanted to.
I'm constantly fucking taking a beating.
Yeah. Well, that's why I was like, after all the years of beating my body up, playing sports,
And now I've
work.
added boxing into the mix, which is crazy too.
Yeah. Well, when you think about it, so you spar in jiu-jitsu, you roll around, you try to wrestle, but all right, if someone gets you in a hold where they're hurting you, you just tap and now it's over.
It's let go. Yeah, it's jiu-jitsu is a wild thing, especially now. Like people will be like, "Oh, you're so good," and I'm like, "No, dude, I just suck way less than you." Like that's all. Trust me. Like
That's all it is
it's
just
just like I used to suck as bad as you, and like one day you will suck like I suck now, but I'll suck less than you suck.
right.
But that's the truth. You get it because you did it. You were at a great school. Like
Yeah.
PT.
It was.
And like there's
Definitely.
some fucking killers and like Jeff Zalea. Like he's my buddy. He was probably there when you were there. He's a brown belt. He's great. And
He was a blue belt
at that point.
And he was becoming a purple belt. When I got promoted to my stripe, he got promoted, I think, to purple. He became a purple
now
belt.
He's a brown.
I know. Well, it's
Yeah.
been a few years,
Yeah.
so it makes
He's
sense.
great. He's great.
And he was great. He fucked me up.
Yeah. And
Those
he's
guys, but that's the thing is, I love
sweet,
that.
He's
Those
a sweet kid too. He's
they
a
when
good
I
boy.
say
Jeff's a good
fuck you
boy.
up, I mean like
Yeah.
they're supposed to be able to fuck you up in
It's-
jiu-jitsu. They're
Prime example yesterday, Dennis Hickey.
Yeah.
I roll with him.
Yeah.
He's 155 pounds. And he was like, Pete's threatening him. Bro,
I saw the video.
Dennis
He's him
Hickey
wearing
gives
a
me
shirt.
a fucking beating.
Yeah, I'm sure.
He
fucking
get like
boxes.
like
and
I
does
have to put
jiu-jitsu.
all my pressure on. Like I have
Yeah.
to take advantage of my size to fucking like. And that's what's so humbling with all combat sports. You run into someone that's done it long
Well,
enough,
yeah.
like they're gonna get you. And but also, he's my boy. Like, you know what I mean? Like we have that in common. Like when you fucking do that stuff, like
Yeah.
the relationship is a trust there. Like, you know, and, like,
Absolutely.
yeah, it's been like I said,
it's fun.
life-changing
It's
for
fun to
me.
do too,
Mhm.
and it's humbling
Yeah, it is.
because you go. Everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people feel that they're fucking tough. All right,
Plot twist, you're not.
it is it is what it is. So when you do something like that, right, and then you realize, oh shit, I'm helpless. And I can't do anything but ask you to stop what you're doing
Yeah.
because you're gonna break something.
Yeah,
Or I'm gonna fall asleep. You're gonna put me to sleep.
yeah.
Like, it's humbling. I tell you the thing. I had a kid, and I'm a kid when I first started, and we were doing it, and this kid, he looked like he could have been just some nice kid who worked at the supermarket while he was paying for his way through school or
Right,
something
whatever it was.
with a button. And when I say I think of Market Basket, I think of the dress, the
Yeah,
button down.
Hey, for
They
a
had-
supermarket, they look great.
They dress nice, like they have a uniform. So he reminded me of someone that could be like that. And I'm thinking, I'm gonna run through this kid. He fucking had me on the ground, right, in a position where if I tried to move,
You
I
gotta-
had to stick my face in his asshole. It was either I gave in and let him because it was or it was that. So either way, I could do nothing,
It's
and
all-
it was very humbling
It's
to
all
be
a
like
game of like picking what you're gonna do, like
and
it's crazy.
using your weight and knowing how to use their weight, and there's just so much to it, and it was nice. I enjoyed it,
It
but
was fun, but it's again,
it's painful.
life is real. You know,
Yeah, time.
You know,
And you know what? How's this? I could go to the gym and I don't. There's a lot of things people could do and they
They
don't.
don't, right.
So just own that that you're lazy
You
and
just don't
want to
wanna
do
do
it.
it.
And that's
It's
fine.
easier.
Don't
It's
make
easier.
excuses.
Yeah.
Just say it. Say, you know what? I really don't care enough to care. If I did, I would do it.
right? Yeah, right. Right.
I mean, I cared enough to try to do a podcast, so
Yeah.
I bought a bunch of shit.
We did one. This was good. We did a podcast. The
Yeah.
lighting's great. Like,
Yeah, well,
you've done well, buddy.
well,
So you're on your way.
I will keep tweaking stuff. I'll
Yeah.
keep learning things as we go. I
Yeah.
mean, it'd be nice if there was people that actually knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
That, like some of these productions, like
Yeah. That's why you pay them the good money. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah, I'm
Like,
not paying anyone.
No, exactly. No, I hear you. Bro, we on mine, like
I'm
me
paying
and
my credit
Me and
cards.
Flabo did it. We paid for like a year, and then
Yeah.
then,
Well,
90s drug dealer stuff. I want to eliminate the middleman. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And like
Exactly.
and that's just it.
Well, having the studio thing though, right? Like I see when I had found that the Bad Brain guys, they were filming at a place.
At the studio,
And that's what really, like, I was so fascinated by that because here I was trying to set this studio, this stage up.
and
You know what I
they
mean?
have these places.
And I was like, oh my God, wow. Look at the setup of these guys that they're doing with the cameras and the angles and the tables
Yeah.
and the setup. And I was like, wow, that's awesome.
It's good.
But then you were doing yours at your house.
Yep.
Now, because when I started watching yours, it was after you guys had already left
Tony's.
the studio.
Yep.
And then you were doing it at your house. And I was like, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to
Yeah,
do.
you could do it. It's not like it's hard, but like to do it, you could just get the stuff and set
You
it
buy
up.
the stuff, you plug it in, and then what you do is you realize everything that you plug in that there was something else you need.
Yes.
And then you have to order in one of those and wait for
Dude,
that to come.
I was constantly running to Best Buy.
Yeah, see, yeah, everything was Amazon. I was getting things. If I could wait for Amazon to come, it was. I mean, I had the stuff in the box for like a month
Yeah.
because I was like,
Well, because it shows up and it's overwhelmed. Now it's here. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah. Well, I was doing it what, I think November. I think we actually started recording audio down here. And I didn't post any of it. Actually, I think I did post a couple of it to, I did to the Spotify. But there was no video. And then once I figured out how to get the camera to work and then how to get the Black Magic to record it, then I was like, all right, we can do video now.
Yeah.
You know, and it was just been one thing. So, I mean, I am looking forward to the time when everything ends up coming together.
Smooth, right.
And then it's like, wow, look how far I've come with this studio and setting up a podcast and having one and fucking around. Because honestly, this was the goal originally, was to be able to just have these fun conversations with the characters that I know.
It's the best way. That's like,
look at how many people from around us are doing this influencer shit. Right. And I think that whole word is hilarious and good for them. Anybody who's making money, good for you. You know, but a lot of them have to do it Revere or around Revere and Beachmont in East Boston.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it's like, there's a reason. Characters.
Yes.
So the thought is some of the fucking old lunatics that we know. I thought it'd be a good time to get them over here.
Yeah, it's a funny idea. It's a great idea, I think.
Yeah, you were doing it with what's his name? Flabo.
Flabo,
and he's from Southie.
Yeah, Southie. One of my best friends. We grew real tight. The thing with us, what happened is he's very smart. Like I told you, he's intelligent, and I don't know about foreign policy, and he's smart. Like, you know what I mean? So at times, like, it felt like I was swimming in I was a little fish swimming with this giant shark. And also, I can offer something different. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm way more fun. Like, no offense, Flab, I love you, but you know what I mean?
He knows.
Right. He does know. Like, you know what I mean? And like, it just got to a point where like, I go out and do this stuff all over the internet, and then we come and we talk about like these weird events, like nothing that I did. So like, it was like I was two people. Like, it got really weird. And then like, now he has custody of his nephew. And he was made to be a dad. He's got 2 daughters that are in college, graduated, whatever. He's now got this 8-year-old boy. They're playing baseball. The kid's a Yankees fan. They're going to do basket. Like, Flabo's going to excel in this. And so when he was like, dude, can we stop? And I was like, bro, do your thing. Get off. Like, I'm going to make some coffee videos. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I love the coffee videos.
Thank you.
And, you know, and it's always it's a beautiful view. Yeah. One morning it was the color.
The purple.
And then it just changed.
15 minutes later, it was normal. I got caught in that. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
Like, it was wild.
That's
wild. I was like, what am I watching right now?
So people, if you wake up before the sun comes up, you get to see that.
And it's amazing
and it's
day.
Beautiful.
Even the average sunrises are amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I've learned that at 40. Like, you know, like
the little things to appreciate. I wish I got to see the Northern Lights.
The ocean.
Wow, growing up,
I'm gonna see. We were jumping off the pier, right? Yeah, I'm gonna see the Northern Lights soon. I'm gonna head up.
Yeah,
I'm headed up. Yeah, I've been planning it, plotting it. Like, I'm gonna go up.
I know, but it makes me so mad that it was here, and I didn't go outside and see it.
Well, it was late.
I missed it. I know. I'm in bed
tired.
early.
I was asleep.
Like, that's like about my Bruins, you were gonna say, right?
Yeah, you didn't see the whole game, no.
No, because I fucking fell asleep because I haven't made it to the end of one game yet.
It's so funny. We could stay up for days.
Before,
of course, we were on fucking small Colombian village. Bro, do you?
Yeah.
When I blew it on you, we were in the car, and it was, and I wouldn't do it next to you, so I thought, and I was like, "Fuck this, I'm not doing that." And like, you were like, "It's fine." And then it got to your turn, and I blew it, and I remember you were like, "You're a fucking dickhead." Like, that might have been our biggest argument.
Yeah,
like, you held that for a few weeks too. Like, you were not thrilled about that.
It wasn't on purpose.
No, I mean, I don't think it was. Like,
no, you know what I mean? Think about it.
I didn't want to do it with you, though. Do you remember that? Like, I did not. Like,
is that? Oh, yeah. I thought it was like, I don't know. I thought it was an accident.
We had never done it before. Like, I felt a little weird about it. Like, you know, like,
yeah.
I did. I remember that so vivid, but I did. It fucking flew up. Oh God.
That's like the worst. That's the worst thing ever. I mean, it's terrible if there's a lot and you do that, and it's also terrible if that's all that's left.
And you do it.
Like, you know what I mean?
Oh God, man.
But
Youth.
yeah,
Youth.
Coke. Back when Coke was Coke.
Yeah, not
No,
fentanyl.
nay, back when Coke was vitamin B.
B. Yeah, right. Inositol.
And you wouldn't die.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's forget technology, just like even
The drugs, everything. The
Yeah.
whole agenda is different.
the acid.
Yeah. Yep.
Now acid all of a sudden comes back. I mean, of course it's chemically made, so
Right.
it's not like
Yeah, it can be
all you gotta do is get the fucking recipe and make it.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's the internet now. Now we have the internet. Before it was the anarchist
cookbook book.
okay?
Yep.
And that used to be the
You'd be on a list if you bought it.
I don't know. I didn't read, so I didn't buy no books.
I mean, I didn't buy it either, but I remember hearing that. Like, I don't believe it, but like, maybe it's true.
there used to be a catalog that used to be able to get that had all the weapons and ninja stuff
I
and
remember those.
knives.
You had Ninja Stars.
I had all the ninja shit.
He was 8.
yeah, that was it. My dad. It's because my dad used to go to Chinatown
Ah,
on the weekends, and then I had to have a ninja suit. I mean, ninjas were fucking cool.
Storm Shadow.
Ninjas were cool. I had a cool, and then I had some funny ninja stories.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I know. It's duck.
Yeah.
Hate the ducks. No, I'm glad we actually got to put my dad up on the video. That was pretty funny.
Yeah. It's so fun thing and not fun thing, but somber kind of too. So Lawrence's dad and my dad went to high school together. They graduated in 1967. I have the yearbook. My dad passed recently, as you know. My dad didn't take as good care as your dad did.
Yeah.
So it was awesome to see him fucking, he's still him. He's just a little grayer.
Yeah,
You know, and that was awesome because I remember, you know, the 90s. Like, I remember that, like, my dad was larger than life in the 90s. It was, you know, again, be careful who you find for a partner. It's going to make or break your life. You know what I mean? And he found the bad one, you know, and it's what it is. But again, it was awesome to see your dad. And it was funny because in that yearbook, your father and my father, under the yearbook, like, what are you going to do, et cetera, handsome. That was just, they both had that. And like, that's true. I'm going to find that when I get home and I'm going to send you a picture.
Listen,
handsome.
my dad has a whole thing about, and I don't want to misquote it. That's going to piss me off that I'm probably not going to quote it right, but it was something like demand proof, admit nothing.
Oh,
No, admit nothing, deny everything, demand proof, and above all, lie.
Yeah, they were fucking crazy.
They used to,
It's wild to me that, like, not like thank you to my teacher, et cetera, it's just handsome. They both had that, like, both of them. Like, and like, they weren't best friends. They knew each other, obviously.
of course,
they were friendly friends.
Yeah.
But like, think about the fucking brainwaves, like, going through your, like,
back then,
handsome. Like,
was it.
no description either. Like, I am handsome. Sometimes I'm handsome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be no, just handsome. Like,
That's
I was
it.
like,
Wow.
these motherfuckers, and they had mustaches.
yeah, my dad still, he's had that mustache. I'm 45. He's my whole life. He shaved it off once and I cried.
Yeah,
And then he's kept it ever since.
yeah.
I tried doing it and it,
I've grown them
it
a couple
doesn't,
times.
I just can't get it to look
I had
that
a
good.
Hulk Hogan handlebar when I went to Myrtle
See,
Beach.
that's awesome.
Yeah, I did that.
I want, if I wish that I had the way to do the little, you know, that hockey goon
Yeah.
little,
Yeah,
that little
looking
one.
at it now, I'm like,
It's tough. I
yeah.
can't. I gotta just do the straight across.
right.
That's how I do mine.
Yeah.
But you're a barber.
Yeah, I do all types, and I'm also bald, which is wild, but whatever.
Yeah. Now I shave my because I'm bald too. I
Yeah.
just shave my head.
It's just easy.
It's great.
I gotta shave it when I get home. I'm going to Miami.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
My kid brother just went to the field in Baltimore.
Oh,
He lives down in Maryland, and I was like, oh my God,
I was there.
Camden Yards. I go, my buddy goes, he's been there. He says he loves it. It's
It's awesome.
beautiful.
Dude, Baltimore, though, is a city. You ever see The Wire?
Yeah.
They're on season 27 there. They don't know that it ended with the show.
No
like
way.
It's wild. It's everything you see on that show is real.
Really?
Yeah, I could do a 40-minute podcast about Baltimore.
I don't know. I with that show, after I watched that show, right, when it was over, I never watched it again, and it was that good. But it was something about the weekly waiting for the show to
The
come.
character development was
Yeah.
huge. That's
You wanted
Sopranos,
it. Yeah.
character development.
Yeah.
When you become attached to these people, like every time I watch The Wire, I have a new favorite person.
Right.
That's impressive. Like,
Yeah.
you know, usually, like,
Yeah, the shows.
yeah, it just changes every time. So, like,
You ever watch Californication?
a little bit. Again, like, I that was a point in my life where I wasn't watching a lot of television.
I know.
you know, So, like,
I'm telling what happened for me with that is one of my favorite, shows like that.
right.
It was just getting into those characters, and I thought they were hysterical,
Right.
and it just I couldn't get away.
Don't mind me.
No, listen, I'm not gonna lie, bud. We've actually been recording for 2 hours,
We flew.
and I don't know how much of this will actually. I can't see putting out a 2-hour podcast.
We did them all the time.
Really?
Yeah, we had a bunch of them. Dude, people go in. We'll talk when we get off the air on what I think could help a little bit, but we always threw them out. We didn't edit shit. Like, we just fucking let it fly. Like, you know?
Really?
Yeah, because sometimes people get to it. Sometimes you never know what happened. Like, I listened to a podcast a few weeks ago about beekeeping, like, for fucking 90 minutes.
Yeah.
This was enthralling. Beekeeping's kind of boring.
Yeah. I guess so. I actually got one negative comment, which was nice.
I love those.
I know, and I was kind of, I don't want to hope for it, but if it's usually not a family member or a friend, it's, there's no comments. So this one person told me that we didn't know what the fuck we were talking about because we were talking about the diaper spa,
Right.
and I thought,
This is it. This is
hey,
what you want to be.
like, no shit, we don't. I mean, all I know is this whole idea of a podcast is to give you my opinion on it.
Yeah.
And I think this is what the diaper spa is about. And they're like, to tell me that I don't know what I'm talking
Right.
about, I'm like, yeah, no shit.
I don't know. Hey, I got to tell you something. I don't know a lot of things.
No, I know. And it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah, it is.
But anyway, Pete,
Excellent.
we'll do this
Yeah,
again.
for sure. I'm in whenever.
All right.
Because I
And-
just do jujitsu and play Fortnite.
And I want to hear more too about these restaurants and how that
Yeah,
thing's
yeah,
going.
for
And,
sure.
and I want to, and all the parks that you travel to.
Yeah, for sure.
Got so much shit going on all the time.
Yeah, I'm having a ball.
And
Having
if you
fun.
don't know, PDD,
Baby. B-A-Y. It's very entertaining.
yeah.
At very least, it's going to be entertaining.
Well, you will be entertained.
Yes.
All right.
And offended.
Thanks. Check
Thank
you later.
See ya.